Okay. So welcome back, everybody. Coming up on what happened before the first truly official splitting of the party while being outside of any sort of safe zone. You guys are still doing your utmost to get the Silver Ravens up and running, trying to solve problems around the city, gain supporters, and otherwise just let the people of the city know that Thrune isn't the only game in town. There are people here who want to help them if you only just let them. So following that train of thought, you scattered around town looking for rumors or scuttlebutt or any sort of water cooler talk about anything going wrong in the city. And the next item on your to-do list that you heard about was that you heard that there might have been a copycat killer imitating the Temple Hill slasher in the Devil's Nursery, going around killing tieflings there. So you went into the nursery, and with the help of a local tiefling girl named Isaiah, you investigated the most recent murder site and found a stray tooth, and this important clue helped you on your stakeout, as Isaiah was used as live bait for the to draw the killer out, so that you all can just jump on him and just dogpile him like Ali G and his friends at the end of the movie. But it turns out that you were actually outnumbered by the killer, because the killer was actually a swarm of 8 tooth fairies who had shown up in the Devil's Nursery and were just going about killing a tiefling every couple of days. You managed to kill 2 of them before they decided to run away, but they were not exactly trained in the finer arts of stealth, and you were able to follow them back to their little lair below a collapsed tavern, where, when you encountered them a second time, they basically fought you to the death to defend their new home. And in that little home, Sugtok found not only all of the missing teeth from their victims arranged in crude designs on the walls, but the body of a broken tiefling child, bound with chains and sinews inscribed with arcane runes, as it was ritualistically sacrificed in order to conjure the tooth fairies. Someone enacted a ritual, killed someone, and spawned evil creatures to just cause chaos. And you guys decided, okay, we've got this body. So I think that in the morning we should just talk with the tieflings in the nursery to see what to do with it. In the meantime, let's go. And Sugtok said, let's go crash at my place so that we're relatively close and can get an early start on it. And while 2 of you took him up on that invite, Tenebrae / Icar had disappeared in the aftermath of the battle with the Tooth Fairies to keep his secret identity a secret, and decided to spend the night at Isaiah's house in the nursery, where she offered him the couch she had in her living room, and he bedded down there for the night while the 3 of you find yourselves cramped into various places in Sugtok's apartment. But now, dawn rises on the 31st, and here we go. One other thing, now that I've finished the description, the Night of Ashes, for the past couple of sessions, I've been saying that it was about a week and a half ago, but as you guys have been going through the calendar, by this point, the Night of Ashes happened on the 15th of this month, and it's now the 31st, so it now basically happened 2 weeks ago. And it's been that way for the past couple of days, so for the last session or two, if you have to adjust your notes, just timekeeping is going to be something I'm going to have to remember going forward.
Jace.
But since there's more of you at Sugtok's house, let's see what your morning looks like.
You already know I'm starting with that morning poop.
So I live in a...
Is it like a hovel?
Context of the size of my home, I'm pretty sure it's a small, not super.
No, it's you have an apartment on the second floor of a building in the Red Roof District, and I've been to, since I've been to your place, let's just say your apartment is about the size of your actual real life apartment's living room and the kitchen.
Oh, we can all fit in there. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, but that's all that there is. There's just the kitchen is basically the bathroom area. Everything else is cramped into that rectangular space so you can just look around and get a good idea of how big it is. It's not large by any sense of the imagination, but you're not cramped in there.
So we didn't have to sleep right up on top of each other.
No, I just slept with Tib'resh like that on purpose.
Yep.
All right, so I start the day by smoking my pipe, and I Gandalf the smoke into like a coffee mug with steam rising off of it, and I sigh audibly and go, usually we wake up to fresh scones and coffee, not the smell of this big half-orc. But I love you anyway.
Flickie, he was kind enough to give us a place to stay. Although it does smell funny. Dear God, what is that smell? It's been all night.
I will remind you that you guys are still somewhat dazzled by stinky fairy dust.
Stinky tooth fairy shit. I forgot about that.
And we
Oh right, that's us.
don't forget Junior in the corner. I did drape a sheet over him last night to kind of keep him out of sight. There's a rotting kid's corpse.
Yeah, you wrapped him in your non-magical cloak to get him through the streets.
Yeah, so everything smells bad.
But and I'm gonna prestidigitation the room, just whistle and bardic magic prestidigitate some smell out of it.
Okay. It's going to require a couple more hits on your own free time, but other than that, it's less pungent now.
I am kind of the beginning of the Guardians of the Galaxy, just like boom, 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 like hump guitar, air guitaring my way around the house, prestidigitating the smell away. For my friend.
The fact that you look like a Viking makes that scene so much funnier in my head.
Don't worry, gents. We'll get rid of the smell, and we'll find out what's happening with this kid.
How about do you have like I know you're crammed, like, quote-unquote metagaming here, but I know you're, like, kind of crammed in this little thing. Does he have, like, a stoop we can sit on outside and talk about stuff?
Oh, like I said, he's on the second floor of the apartment, so if you want to, like, sit in, like, the,
balcony, maybe?
Yeah, he doesn't have a balcony, but he does have there are some windows overlooking the street below, but like, the closest thing you guys could have is basically kind of like you can like step out into the hallway to talk if you want to.
No, that's cool. I'll just crack open a window and go stand by the open window.
Okay. It's about 7:30 or 8 in the morning, so you guys have had a relatively decent amount of sleep. No, sorry, 8:30 or 9, because you guys got back at like midnight. So there's some people moving around in the city. There's the general like hum of the city going around you, and there's some birds chirping because there's nests and whatnot set in some of the eaves of some of the taller buildings. Because the nursery has mostly low buildings and some kind of shanty assembled tall leaning situations. But here in Red Roof, like the average building height is maybe like the equivalent of a modern day 4-story building.
Okay.
So it's not like there's no skyline. But you're just in there and, well, the wind coming from an outside, even though it smells like the city, it smells better than what's inside right now.
I'll take it.
Gentlemen, I think our best course of action would be to leave this child here and try to meet back up with Icar.
Which reminds me, I believe that Icar said that as he he overheard you guys saying that you guys were going to go to his place, and he sent his silver raven to you saying he'd meet you there in the morning.
Yeah, we got the raven saying to meet up. Was it back at
No, I told Icar sent the raven to let them know that he would meet you there at Sugtok's home.
Okay, excellent.
Oh, right.
Because I believe we'd all like shared each other's addresses at some point.
Yeah, we all know what's up.
I live here.
I'm gonna kind of throw some coffee on my house, and continue just prestidigitating the smell of rotting kid out of my apartment.
Okay. While you're setting up coffee and everything, and Flickie is piping by the window, and Tib'resh is doing whatever. Is probably doing his morning stretches because monk.
Pipe it up.
Let's scoot on over to Icar, waking up on the couch in Zaya's apartment.
I zip my pants back up.
All right.
Icar. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, as you wake up on the couch and whatnot, it was actually relatively more comfortable because it's kind of a broken-in couch, so it actually kind of slumps in. So there's actually a good place for your ass to just kind of rest on the couch. So it's actually more comfortable than you originally thought it was. It's just a little stained from like long use. But as you wake up on the end table next to the couch, there's actually a plate with a couple slices of bread and a slice or two of cheese. And sitting on the other side of the room is Zaya, who appears to be whittling something. And actually, since the sun has come up looking around her apartment, it kind of looks like her profession of choice is woodcarver.
So she knows how to handle some wood.
I'm sorry. I should probably get going. They're probably wondering where I am.
Well, you needed a place to stay, and you were, very helpful. So
do you have a stove or a furnace?
I have a yes. What do you need? What do you need?
Do you have an extra? Well, no. I think Icar usually carries an extra set of clothes. I'm going to take the cloak, then the objects that are stained by the tooth fairy glitter, and just chuck that right into the fire.
It's like, oh, that's
just poke it in there with a wooden stick.
All right, just keep it. All right, if you are on your way out, keep the door cracked a bit. I think this is going to get it rather toasty in here rather quickly.
Yes. I'm sure that whatever happened last night, I'm not certain that this is resolved. Wherever those creatures came from, why they're here, until we figure that out, it would be best if you exercised caution. I'm sure we'll be back in the nursery to check on things, and we'll just want to make sure that you're okay. I'll want to make sure that you're okay. So, but they're probably wondering where I am.
May the gods send you kindly on your way, and thank you for helping.
God's help me. God's help me. I'm going to be grounded again for missing curfew. And with that, Icar,
if you get kicked out of home, you can always use my couch again.
It's a tempting offer.
Yes.
It's a nice couch. It feels like it's been well used.
Yes, I made the frame for. I helped make the frame for it myself several years ago, and I kind of scrounged together the pieces for the cushions and the everything else.
Maybe you could use some better down, or something more comfortable as cushions.
I'll see what I can find, but lately, good down has been rather bought up at all of the markets and everything. Apparently, the Lord Mayor likes his comfort a bit more than Lord-Mayor Barzillai did.
I know some people. I'll see what I can do.
That would be very nice, thank you.
And with that, Icar will head out and begin, speed walking out of the district.
Okay. Yeah, on the map I have the two obvious "you are here" arrows to denote Icar and the rest of the party. So it's basically a straight shot north to get the Sugtok's place from where you are.
Okay, well, Icar will take a minor diversion to go get a new traveling cloak from the Devil's Threads. Shows up, he talks to the shopkeeper. He's like, you can put it on the family account. It's the usual reasons. I know it's short notice. I know you don't get this in very often. I promise I'll talk to Father. Maybe we'll work something out for some additional payment.
Oh, don't worry in the slightest. I'm happy to have as much custom as I have these days. things are starting to get a bit sparse around here. You actually look around, and the racks are significantly emptier than the last couple of times you've been in here over the last few days. But he does find you a. It's not his best work, but there's a nice rough spun traveling cloak that
Did you receive the garments from our mutual friend?
Yes. The bolt got here, and they arrived just in time too. Apparently, Baroness Sereni has purchased one of those exceptions from the city for embroidered cloth, and has asked for an entire new regalia. So I'm going to be rather busy with that for the next little while. It was fortuitous timing. Thank you very much.
What can I say? We're all here to help each other out. Just remember who's there to help you in times of need.
I am keeping a weather eye open on all parts of the city that seem helpful and less diabolical lately. Have a good day. Have a good day, young Master Icar.
Have a good day, and we'll have a knowing wink, and then I'll head to Sugtok's, following the smell of roast coffee and dead tiefling child.
Sarcasm. Your nose isn't that good.
No, it's not.
All right. Well, you come to the apartment building, and you remember that Sugtok said that his apartment was on the second floor, so you say hello to the doorman, say you're here to see Mr. Shattersong. He says, all right, come on in. Doorman ushers you in, and then you knock on Sugtok's door.
I'll be sure to tip the doorman a couple copper.
Okay. He's like, thank you kindly, sir.
And then
I'm gonna go to my door, and on the backside go, yeah. Hello, who are you?
it's me. This hallway is dreadful. Can I come in?
Oh, yeah, okay, the dreadful. Get in here, Icar. If you hadn't said the dreadful bit, I'd have had no idea. I'm gonna shuffle him in and close the door behind him.
Ooh. Oh my
You gotta
God.
understand,
Oh,
Icar, some less than great people come around here. You don't know who's knocking. I don't make a lot of friends like you guys.
well,
some
the
of them-
doorman knew who I was talking about. I just asked him where all the noise complaints came from.
Yeah, the doorman doesn't always send up the best of characters.
All right,
When
you're
they
not-
come
you're
over
not-
here, they're not sending their best.
No, sorry.
You're not,
Sorry.
you're not in any sort of financial trouble, are you?
It's not financial trouble, just sometimes, you know, you fuck a dude's wife. He finds out about it, things go sideways. People get angry.
As a reminder, his
Look,
apartment
I-
his apartment is not like slummy by any stretch of the imagination. It's just small but well made and kept.
Right.
I'm not poor. I just get around.
I see. Yes, well, if I was frequenting the local drinking establishments and wound up with a couple less teeth, I think I'd want to make a house call for that person too.
It's only been a few scraps.
Hello, Tib'resh, Flickie.
Good morning,
And
Icar.
again, he's gonna kind of like stick his nose into his elbow. So, what's the plan with this? What is that? First of all,
Oh, well, okay.
The dead tiefling. You will not believe the night that we had last night.
if it was anything like my night, it wasn't very fun.
I regale him with the tale of what happened last night, after he so casually disappeared in our greatest time of need.
We ran into a great gentleman, but Icar, you might hit the enemies more when we're fighting them if you stay around for the fights.
I gave that young tiefling lady my word that I would see her home safely, and that is what I did. I am a man of my word.
Well enough.
She lived down the street, though. I'm sure it wouldn't have taken that long.
Well, I wanted to
Oh,
make sure she wasn't disturbed afterwards. It's-
Oh.
Did you? Where'd Where'd you sleep last night, bud?
Well, I obviously didn't break curfew again. I don't want to be grounded. I'm not going to get caught by the gate guards. I found
You got caught by the greatest trap of all.
Can I?
Women. I high five
Can I
Tib'resh.
roll to see? Can I roll insight?
That would be sense motive.
Sense motive. All right. So roll d20. I really want to point out that he was super close to getting some tiefling fiddling.
Why do I keep hearing my fucking roll 20 go whoop?
Because that's the sound that makes when you're not on the chat screen, you hear the boop to notify you that something's chatted.
Okay.
But in response to your sense motive check,
I mean, I'm not hiding it.
I know. Icar's telling the truth. He did promise to see her home safely, and he did.
Say no more,
He saw her safely at home.
Did
A gentleman
Wait.
doesn't kiss and tell. It's okay, Icar. Let's discuss the bandaged corpse in my living room.
let's discuss the corpse and leave last night as it was. It seems like the three of you had no trouble dispatching whatever you were fighting.
It wasn't too bad. We had a little bit of help.
Dude, one of my Ray of Frosts missed.
I'm sure that was almost as devastating to you as your parents' demise.
Nothing's as devastating to me as my parents' demise.
Icar, don't start it. He hasn't said anything about it this whole morning.
Combo breaker.
All right. So you found this when you chased after those things, then.
Right,
And Icar will sort of take the tip of his rapier in the scabbard and lift the blanket just enough to see what's underneath, and then put it back down.
It's as horrendous. It's even more horrendous in good lighting.
We got a participation trophy.
Yeah, Icar, it's a dead tiefling. So
But these
you
are-
were
but
bringing
these-
this to who again?
The thing is, if a child went missing, the parents may still be looking for this child. We should at least try and return the kid to its rightful home.
Okay, but we're not parading this around, right?
No, we need to speak to someone in the tiefling district and see if someone knows of a child that's gone missing of some importance.
How long has this been happening? I mean, we know that the slashers been striking for the past 3 weeks? It was 3 victims, and today was going to be victim number 4.
The victims in question died over the course of the last week, each about 2 days apart. Which, by the way, I was supposed to roll a d3 to see how far apart each murder was, and it did actually roll 2.
Well then, if so this child went missing about a week ago. I don't suppose any of you have any talent with drawing. Maybe you could be able to make a rendition of what this child looked like before.
I've been known to draw some anime titties from time to time. I could take a crack at it.
For the record, the only part of the tiefling that's actually destroyed and crushed would be its wrists and its ankles where it was bound.
Right.
All of its teeth, it only has one tooth left, but other than that, if you have the lips closed, it's just the closed-eyed body of a dead child.
Flickie, perhaps if you'd like to make a rendition of this child, we could canvass the nursery and see if anyone would recognize them from the picture.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. Do I have to roll for drawing?
Were we also?
Make me a craft check.
Craft check. Oh, nice. I have a 9 bonus on craft. 24.
Flickie makes what you believe to be a relatively decent police sketch, if you will, of what you believe this kid looked like.
Okay.
Not bad.
Since you have the physical body there, it's not that hard to compare notes.
Well, then now that we have a sketch, we can perhaps see where this child was lost.
And in answer to hold on, Roger, can I interrupt you for a second because Garrett whispered me a question? You know that the iron chains that were binding him were made of cold iron, but that's the only thing special about them. If you want to know anything about the tendons that were wrapped around him with the writing on it, I'll need a heal check to identify the tendons.
A heal check.
Heal check or knowledge nature.
I'll go for
I
nature.
have some
Wow.
good heal. Oops.
I know those are some cold iron chains.
I've got a good knowledge nature. I can give it a shot.
If you explain it to me, I can do a heal check.
Hey, I rolled a 21 on knowledge nature.
Investigating the tendons that this child was wrapped in, you're fairly certain that these tendons come from an adult tiefling.
Ugh, not even
no.
his. Oh God! I relay this to the crew.
Why did you tell us this?
What if there's not much family left? It's a fair point. There might not be anyone who
I hope that
recognizes
wasn't
him.
Daddy.
I could make 2 of these things, and we could each do pairs of 2 and see if we can canvas with a "Have you seen this boy?"
I mean, I'm sure if there are tiefling missing, there's someone out there yelling about it. It's a child, for God's sake. So
How many
God.
tieflings drink milk
sorry,
from the cartons?
trying to be respectful here. God.
Perhaps if it was another neighborhood, you'd be right. This particular neighborhood, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot that can be done when there's crime or misery afoot. But our canvassing, I think, is our best bet, unless
We should start at
anything more on this body.
what the hell is
I
that?
just think that if we find this child's parents or someone associated with him, we might find some importance and be able to connect that to who started all of this nonsense.
That is entirely possible.
What was the name of that super slamming babe you stayed with last night, Icar?
Zaya.
We should start there with the sketch and see if she knows anything, because the community seems to be tight knit. Like they all know each other.
We do already have a bit of rapport built.
And if she doesn't know anything, we can go from there. But if she knows something, it never hurts to start with someone who trusts us.
Icar, would you mind asking?
I would not mind asking. It'll be a little awkward since I just left this morning.
Oh,
And if
right.
we're going back, there's something that I promised. Well, I didn't promise it, but there's something that I think would be nice to bring back with her, to give to her. But I have to go get it before we do that, which means I'll need to go shopping. And to be honest, I probably need to tell my parents where I've been.
Well, side trip to Icar's house?
You're not all invited.
Well, we'll just follow behind you closely.
It's not that
Icar.
simple.
I'd be happy to escort you.
It's not like I've been telling them about what I've been doing.
I'm great at keeping secrets.
That's
Just write them all
that's
down.
not
Flickie.
the problem.
Well,
All right.
Icar, why don't you head home? We'll head to Asaya's.
If one of you would like to come with me,
Dibs.
then we can go shopping. Then I'll briefly go home to mention that that I'm all right, and then I'll come back and I'll be able to deliver my gift.
Dibs on shopping with the rich kid.
Flickie, are you going to be able to behave yourself at Icar's house?
Yes. His parents are very influential, so I will reduce my shenanigans to a minimum. And by that, I mean 0 at the house. I can't guarantee about anything on the way.
Maybe it would be nice if you spoke to Eckhart. It's been a while. It might be nice for him to see another elf.
Who are you? What? Who?
It's a long story. I'll explain it.
Okay, cool. I'm with it.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and see if we can find out.
A hand to Tib'resh, my awesome drawing.
Yeah,
Thank
we'll
you
have,
very much. This is honestly fantastic. Good job.
Hey, man.
I'd pay you if you want to do some renderings of other people's face. I've been looking for something.
I'm here for
Never
it.
mind. I'll
We'll talk about it later.
He wants
pinch
you
his
to
ass.
paint him like one of your tiefling girls.
I mean, do you want horns? I can put horns on you.
Every single one of you is incorrigible, you know that?
Anyway, yeah, let's hit the road.
Okay, so we do a soft split, I guess. I go with Icar and
hold on. So you guys all basically leave the apartment at the same time, and then your plan is to like split north and south.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I gotta interrupt you guys.
Uh-oh. Sugtok's door explodes! The Chelish guards are here to attack.
No, they're not. But
As you walk outside, it's surrounded by police cars.
No, but as the lot of you walk outside, you do see that the street is surprisingly empty of all the foot traffic that Flickie saw from the window earlier. Because
How much earlier? Real sorry.
This conversation's only been like what, half an hour for you guys to talk about all this and you to make that quick sketch of the kid.
Yeah, sure.
You're right about.
All right, but as you guys are flat out leaving the building and whatnot, the street is blocked off except for what appears to be a handful of individuals in red cloaks.
That is bad.
Yeah, that are kind of eyeing you with semi-sadistic grins on their faces, and they all see. Once Icar emerges from the door, one of them pipes up and says, "Aha! So it seems like a rich boy was only visiting. Wonderful. I wonder what he's got on him. Surely he'd care to donate it all. I think."
Gentlemen, I'm not sure what this is about, but I would caution you to think twice before threatening a member of House Jhaltero.
I lean over to Boarris and I whisper in his ear, "Get ready for your favorite part of the day."
He's like, "Oh, so he's in with the Baron, huh? He must have even more on him than we thought." And
I quietly cast shield on Sugtok.
Wait, stop interrupting.
Yeah, and as this particular thief finishes saying that, they all draw daggers, and they start moving in on you guys. So I'm gonna bump you guys back on over to the city streets map, and you guys are gonna want the map on the lower left this time.
Cool. I still stand by what I said.
Can I roll to intimidate just with a bad fucking idea, boys?
You can certainly try, but let me pop them in.
You guys know who the best fighter in Letterkenny is.
Into the driveway. Don't bring it on the yard.
Are these human bandits or tiefling bandits?
They are tieflings.
Are they? So they're surrounding us? Do we like? What's the call here?
Yeah. Do you guys do you guys see the particular area of the map?
Oh yeah. Never mind. I'm there.
All right. So you can cast shield on Sugtok as they draw weapons, which basically triggers initiative.
All right.
I guess I'll also draw my weapon.
I will wave my hands like Doctor Strange.
Okay.
I'm gonna put up my dukes.
Okay, so roll for initiative.
Yep.
Where is my bonus? There it is. Ah, dude, 17 plus 3, baby. Give it to me, 20. Dude, this red die is fucking doing it.
Are you guys updating your own initiatives?
Oh, I can do that?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Where are we?
That's
Bottom left of the street.
We're on the southwest quadrant.
the cleaner streets. That's really good for me, but also kind of a bummer because I wasted a nat 20 on initiative.
Ooh. Well, it's not a bummer for us.
Yes, which by the way is one of the things where you guys are
Flat-footed.
no, you're not.
We're not like surprised, right? So it wouldn't be flat-footed because we understand what's happening here.
Yeah, I think it's until you. Sugtok, what's your initiative?
10.
All right, I'll get that for you.
Did it not? Sorry.
You have to hit enter afterwards also. But anyway, so that's their turn. So they
get a group initiative. It's not like a 1-by-1.
Wait, would you rather I roll initiatives individually?
Period.
All right. They're all gonna scoot in like this. And they're gonna. It kind of looks like they're pairing off.
Am I on the roof? What does this signify?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Oh, if you see underneath Tib'resh, there's the stairs leading in. Tib'resh is on the stairs leading outside. You're basically just inside the door.
Also, hey, I can't see numbers on Tib'resh and Sugtok's health bars.
I think that's as intended. We're not. We see the bar, but we don't see.
I can see 15 out of 15 on you, Icar.
Yeah, I can see Icar. But I can't see Flickie or Tib'resh.
It might have something to do with who's allowed on each token, but the important thing is that I can see all the numbers, so I can just double check for you guys.
Okay, groovy. All right, I'm all set.
All right, so these guys are going to move in, and with their daggers, these two are going to try to attack Icar.
Oh shit.
Why are you doing this to me?
He's not even. I mean, not that I would know that, but he's not even Batman yet.
Yeah. Well, the first one rolls a 7, so that doesn't hit. The second one rolls a 17, so I think that hits.
AC's 18.
Son of a
Well,
bitch.
I've got my dueling dagger out.
What's up, motherfucker?
Okay, well, so that...
So it almost hits, and just at the last minute, he
Oh my
tries to parry it with the dagger in his offhand.
All right,
Catch
all
is
right.
good.
So this one, thief number 4 is going to attack Tib'resh, and he rolls a 3 on the die, so that doesn't hit.
Goes here.
And the thief over where he is going to throw his knife at Sugtok.
Remember, Shattersong has shields, so he's got a +4 to AC.
Okay, so does a... That probably means a 17 doesn't hit him.
It's 20.
Okay, well, that's their opening salvo.
Shield.
It's time for you guys to bend them over. Also, I'm going to remind...
I cast Bend Over.
I'm going to remind Flickie of this because it happened last session, but just to refresh him, he is aware that tieflings, just as a race, are somewhat resistant to the 3 primary elemental damage types of cold, electricity, and fire.
All right, let me move all these dice and look at my spell list.
I also remind you, you have a sword. But that being said, it's his turn.
Okay, so I've got 3 more level 1 casts and infinite cantrips.
It's the beginning of the day, so
Yeah, you're fully rested. All your shit's back.
Yeah, but I cast Shield, which is a level 1, so that used one of my uses.
That's right.
Oh wait, I have that fucking app. Real quick. Actually, shit. I can't move anywhere without getting AOO'd.
Technically, you're inside the door frame and everything, but relatively true. But you can always make an athletics check to try to get through a threatened space without provoking an attack of opportunity.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a wizard, not a doctor. Touch of... thing I'm not going to say yet.
You could always hand of the apprentice their asses.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I don't want to send a sword whizzing past fucking Tib'resh or Sugtok. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at Tib'resh and say, Hulk, smash, and I cast Enlarge Person on Tib'resh.
All right. That happens, so there's going to be a little bit of reshuffling here.
As everyone gets pushed around.
Pretty much.
Wait, no, Tib'resh was over there. Wasn't he?
No, he hasn't moved yet.
Okay.
No, I only moved Tib'resh out of the way to demonstrate that he was standing on the steps leading out to the street.
Gotcha.
So, Tib'resh, get big. Okay.
And Tim, the hawk,
You
flies over their heads
Okay.
and just kind of chills over here to wait till he's needed. He's perched on the roof, like right here.
Got it. All right, Tib'resh, you have just been hulked. What do? I remind you, this will drop your AC by 1, but it will increase your damage rolls by 1 as well. Because
right.
And doesn't he get bonus health and constitution and shit?
No, your enlarged person gives him a +2 bonus to his strength score. So his damage rolls increase, but his attack roll decreases by 1. But it increases by 1. But as a large person, his attack roll decreases by 1, so it just cancels out.
Cool, so it's just good. All right,
Yeah,
excellent.
but there are 3 fuckers in range without him having
Tim,
to move.
What are you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna punch a few guys.
You can certainly try.
Nested combo, I love it.
You said I could do flurry of blows on multiple targets, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
You can pick each target as you go down your attacks. You know?
Okay. Yeah.
So you make your first attack, you resolve it completely, then you make your next attack.
My hotkey does both of them. Should I just do 2 separate?
No, just do both of them, and then we'll address the second one as we come to it. It basically just means, I want to throw both of them at this one guy. Well, the first one killed him. Then my second one goes at this other guy instead.
Right.
It's just a way of getting all the rolls out faster to move the game along.
Yeah. Okay.
And all of these will deal 1 more damage than listed. So first
Right.
attack is against Thief 4.
Yes.
Alright, that's 17 hits, so you deal 6 damage to him.
Okay. I'm not seeing the numbers of the tieflings, by the way.
You're not?
We're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to.
Oh, do you mean like their names?
No, their names, yeah, so knowing which one I'm targeting.
Oh, so you're not seeing that?
I'm not either.
That's interesting.
Could you put just like a status button, and then you can just, put 1, 2, 3, or 4 on them?
Yeah, sure, I'll do that, because for some reason just showing the nameplate to you guys isn't going to be helping anymore. Okay, one moment while I make that happen. Okay, that's how that works? Alright, just making sure.
Yeah.
No, I didn't want to draw. I want to erase. How did I fucking...
Just select it with your mouse and delete it.
But it just select it, then hit like backspace or delete.
Just don't also select your token.
Got it. Oh, much better. Okay. Cool.
So you guys can see all that now?
Yeah.
Yes.
So how this is gonna work is, as I am forcibly grown big, I am going to say, Flickie, what did I tell you about consent?
I giggle and say that you should always ask for it, but kill them.
And I,
Yeah, well, hold on, because the first one hits Thief 4 for 6 points of damage.
Yeah.
Is the second one also going on him, or is it going on a different one?
let's hit both. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the second one. Sorry, I can't see. It's number 2.
All right, number 2 takes 4 points of damage.
All right.
As you basically just like whoop outwards and just catch them in their face.
Double punch. All right. Kind of taking up a lot of space here. Probably should have moved.
Oh, you unfortunately don't really have any room to 5-step.
That's true.
Yeah, you're trapped, bro.
All right. Fortunately, your allies can move through your space without an issue, just so long as they don't stop in it. All right, Rich Boy, you're up.
I resemble that remark.
You resemble that.
I'm gonna try to tumble, and I'm gonna try to tumble over here. So I'm gonna make an acrobatics against their CMD. Yeah.
Does tumble not invoke AOO?
That's what he's doing. Using acrobatics to tumble through their space is how you prevent provoking an attack.
That's a 12 against their CMD.
Okay. See.
Is tumble a specific ability that you're using?
No,
it's a way you can use that skill.
Yeah, in the rulebook, it's one of the things listed as bullet points under a description of the acrobatics skill.
Solid.
So, seeing as I've got +4 to acrobatics, I should always be tumbling?
You have the ability to do that, but that 12 he rolls isn't good enough.
Yeah.
So
they're gonna bonk me first.
Well, they're gonna try to.
Because he's trying to somersaulting through.
Yeah, pretty much. One of them rolls a 17 on the die, so
that's a hit.
Yeah. The other one rolls a 7 on the die, so 10. No.
It's a no sell.
All right, but the one that hits you with the dagger gets you 3 points of damage.
Okay.
With half movement tumbling like that, you do get over there.
So then I'm gonna stab number 2.
No, well, okay.
You gotta chop up that number 2 with a hanger.
Right, that's a 19 to hit flanking. So you turn around, and this one turns around. He starts trying to turn around to see what happened, but you get him in the throat before he completes his turn, and he falls over.
And that is my turn. Move standard.
Icar's hitting things. We're all so proud of him.
And he killed him.
That looked fun, and I'm going to try to run and follow exactly kind of the motion of what he did. I'm going to run and try to tumble behind this guy.
Another thing about tumbling, you do move at half speed doing it, so you can only move 15 feet or 3 squares. Oh yeah, look at that.
Good enough. Well, I think I've got 40 speed.
No, only when you're shifted.
Only shifted?
Yeah.
I think it's a barbarian feat. I'll look into it. And
Barbarians get additional speed just on their own
from
front,
being.
but-
I think it's a rage feat. So it's either when raging, I'll go 50. When shifted, I'll go 50 or 40. It's a bunch of weird shit. But that looks fun. I'm gonna follow. Fuck me.
Well, you botched. So
No.
well, Thief 1 took his
My first
opportunity.
try.
Thief 1 took his opportunity attack already, but you did move through 3's threatened range.
But this was...
oh shit! 3 threw his dagger.
Wait,
so
no, I didn't.
Yeah, I was about to say 3 through his dagger.
Yeah, 3
So
through his
we have
dagger.
another dagger?
Yeah. So yeah.
So all this was me trying to somersault and looking like a 4-year-old their first day of tumbling class.
Yeah,
It's like you're playing Dark Souls and you just fat roll.
I was about to say that. Yeah. Because this guy tried attacking Icar and missed and blew his attack of opportunity, and this guy doesn't have a melee weapon out because he threw it at you.
So you're good.
Yeah.
So I want to awkwardly stand for my somersault and try to slice number 1 with my scimitar. 12 to hit.
14 to hit because you're flanking. Unfortunately, that does not hit.
You've.
All right, the thieves. Thief 3, he looked like he was going to go swing on you before he realized he didn't have a knife out. So from where he is, he unlimbers a light crossbow from behind his back.
Oh shit!
And tries to shoot Sugtok with it.
It's like the scene in Shrek with the arrow in the butt.
Yeah, kinda. How
long is shield good for?
Shield is good for
a minute per caster level, so 2 minutes, so 20 rounds.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so 21 to hit you because I roll an 18.
Does hit.
All right. Okay. The good news is they don't get bonuses from high stats. The bad news is it's a D8. You take 6 points of damage.
Oof.
So I want to say this goes like right into my gut and just sticks
Okay.
at me. And there's a little blood trickling out of the bolt.
Okay. Thief 1 is going to 5-step over here to prevent attacks of opportunity from happening.
Oh, Timo's getting flanked.
Yes, he is. So, Thief 1 against Tib'resh. 18 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay.
Wait, I have lower armor class, right? By 1?
Yes.
Because I'm large?
Yes.
Okay, yes, definitely hits, yeah.
Okay, you take 5 points of damage because he rolls a fucking 1 on his sneak attack die. And the Thief 4 is going to roll a 14 to hit you, which I don't think is high enough.
It will not hit me.
Okay, so Tib'resh took 5 points of damage.
What the fuck?
Well,
doesn't
no,
seem-
I took
Sorry,
5.
sorry.
I was about to adjust it myself.
Sorry. I forgot to hit the minus before 5, so instead of being 19 minus 5, it was 19 become 5. Oops. That's my bad, I admit it. Flickie, you're up.
Solid. Am I allowed to like peek out around a corner and cast a spell because I can't really move through Tim?
You can, but they'll have a half cover against you, which will increase their AC.
It doesn't fucking matter because I'm casting Magic Missile at Thief number 3.
Okay, that'll work.
You get 1d4 plus
1.
1. Where's that d4? There it is. Nope, there. Here. Hit me with that 5 damage, baby.
Minus 5. Okay. Magic. Okay, a little dart of force comes out from your finger around the door and gets him
I'm
between
just
the
like,
eyes.
pew, pew, pew.
Yes, Garrett, that's what that means. Alright, that's your standard action. You can still move if you want to.
No, I'm gonna have Tim fly down over here and attack dude number 4.
Alright, hold on a second. Let me just get Tim's stats because I actually have these written up for him. Hold on. He's going to make Talon attacks, and these numbers will be 2 higher for the attack roll because he's flanking with Tib'resh.
Okay, and I roll. Oh, you're doing it. Okay.
Yeah, because he has higher stats than usual. So the first one does not hit. The second one does, so he'll take 2 points of damage.
Tight.
He's not dead yet, but he's not looking too good. He's got He's got a broken nose and a hawk jamming down into his shoulder, and blood is coming out.
Tim is trying to like dig his fucking head into the wound. He's trying to get up in that bitch.
All right. But while he's trying to get up in that bitch,
I
Tib'resh,
feel anger towards you.
you are flanking Thief 4 with the hawk, and Thief 1 just hit you for sneak attack damage.
Yeah, I'm pretty mad at Thief 1. However, I personally don't have a full understanding of why these guys are attacking us. So I'm going to do a...
I did say they were all wearing red cloaks.
Yeah, but I want more details, and I'm a big believer in leave one alive to get some information. So, I'm going to... Shoot, how do I want to do this? But yeah, I think I'm just gonna flurry of blows with both attacks directed towards this guy, but with the intent of knocking him unconscious.
So
Which guy?
you're doing non-lethal damage with your hits.
Non-lethal, yes.
Dude, 4? Or 1?
Well, his first attack hits. It does 4 points of non-lethal damage, which is enough to knock this guy unconscious.
Okay, nice.
And your second attack is not high enough to hit anything.
Well, he knocked him out with the first punch, so when he came for the second one, homeboy was already on the ground.
Pretty much, yeah.
World Star.
I'm there with my camera, like, oh shit!
Okay, one's knocked out. That's good.
Icar,
Alright.
you're up.
Okay.
You just got knocked the fuck out.
We're gonna go over here, and we're gonna stab thief number 1.
I just picked my nose on camera, Luke. Please edit that out.
I can put something over it. Unfortunately, the 14 you would get from flanking does not hit.
Okay. C'est la vie.
Well, you got a one-hit kill, pretty much.
Yeah, you
with your
did fuck
last
that
one.
dude up. I mean, can't ask for more than that.
Sugtok, you're up.
Listen, I gotta play the part of being rich boy.
I'm missing on purpose.
So just to be sure, I can't... Oh, no, I can flank him. I just have to go to right there.
Yes.
Hope you
Yeah,
kill him.
I'm gonna go to there and swing at number 1.
Yeah, because
And, really hope I kill him.
But yeah, because the way that flanking works is that you have to draw a line from the middle of your circle to the middle of the circle being occupied by your ally, and if it passes through opposite sides or opposite corners, you're flanking.
But if this guy moves up to be flanking
Then you will
number
be
1, I
flanking.
get an opportunity attack.
Unless he five steps, but yes.
Okay. So roll d20 plus... Whoer?
Well, it won't matter if you just kill him.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
slice
exactly.
number 1.
Hey!
Ooh, that hits.
Actually, that... it's 14.
Yeah.
Roll d20 plus... Or 1d6, my bad. Plus 4.
D20 plus 4.
Twice!
You
Trying
hit
to
him for-
decapitate a bitch.
That guy's gotta be dead. Sugtok just put his sword through his butt and out his penis.
He is not dead.
I'd rather be dead.
He got his dagger up at the last second to deflect a lethal blow, but he's not looking good. He's looking like those anime villains who get the through them and then they're still standing there for a minute and a half while they're monologuing.
Omae wa mo shindairu.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay, their turn. This one's gonna 5-step up here. Oh wait, shit, hold on a second. He's still got the fucking crossbow. So he's gonna 5-step back here and he's gonna try to shoot Sugtok with his crossbow again. 18 to hit.
Don't forget about your +4. Yeah, the 20, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm finally rolling teens on my D20. You guys are still too fucking strong.
Without that shield spell, I'd probably be dead right now, dude.
Or dying
That
at the
shit
very
had
least.
saved
And
me.
that's why the wizard. And
Abjuration!
and this one is going to
Sheen off my shielded breast. I'm just gonna titty pop it
All right.
away.
Icar and Sugtok, do either of you have a CMD of 18 or higher or lower?
My CMD is 17.
So strength mod, dex mod, 10, 17. What's our base attack bonus right now? It's 1?
Yours is 1, yes.
Mine is 18 then. Total.
God, okay, well, he's tried to acrobatics his way over here, but it's a meet or beat the CMD with the acrobatics, so he does actually make it so you don't provoke attacks of opportunity as he stumbles over here out of reach of your weapons.
Bitch.
Let's see. This one's unconscious, and this one attacked and missed, which means it's Flickie's turn again.
That was super weird. Scarlet was walking by at the exact same time Tim was sitting down, so my brain was like, did I just feel Tim sit down? That was super weird for me. Okay. Well, shit, I've cast 3 of my 4 level 1s. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to poke my finger around the corner and magic missile, what is that, 3 again?
Can you magic missile? Because you've used 3 first level spells already.
Oh, I thought I had 4.
Do you? I think you do.
Yeah, I think I got 4. One sec. Let me check my magic. Nope, only 3. All right, okay. So, I am... Wait, is that right? Because I've got the 1, and then I've got the 2 bonus... Oh, yeah, okay. So, instead of magic missile, I'm going to... Oh, wait, I can step outside now. I'm going to step out here.
Hold on a second. I'm going to double check this myself just to make sure that we're looking at it correctly. But go ahead and step on out. Oh, no, at second level you have 2 first level spells plus the 2 bonus, so you have 1 first level spell slot left.
Oh, okay.
For whatever your prepared first level spell is for that.
Yep. Okay, well then I'm going to stay inside, and I'm going to cast magic missile at this guy again.
Okay. So we are establishing that your prepared spells for today were 2 castings of magic missile, shield, and enlarge person.
I always have shield and a large person on deck. Those are...
I'm just making sure because since you're also playing in a 5th edition game, spell slots work differently.
Prepared. Okay.
Yeah. As a wizard, you have to choose what spells to prepare in each slot for each level.
Okay. 4 damage.
4 damage to which one?
This guy again.
All right. Of a similar situation, he is still up, but not looking great.
I yell at Tib'resh, yo, look at that punk bitch over there not looking too hot.
Oh, before Tibresh's turn, what's Tim going to do?
Oh, right. Tim is going to key-ah himself over to... Wait, he was right here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30...
Tim has a flying speed of 60. He can move 12 squares.
Okay, cool. I'm going to have him attack this guy.
All right. One moment while I pull that up. 2 talons. I rolled that twice, right? Yes. He gets him. He swoops on in with that first attack and gets this one with the jugular.
Woo! What's up, motherfucker?
Yeah, he had 1 hit point left.
Tim the Hawk. What a fucking guy. What a guy. I throw him a little piece of meat in the air like a good job, kid.
It's okay, he's got a jugular to snack on.
True. Eat that bitch's organs!
Alright, Tib'resh, now it's your turn.
Dead bodies don't technically take up spaces, do they?
Technically they can if the DM feels like it, but unless there's a situation where it actually fucking matters, I usually just say that they don't matter. Which is why I've deleted them in previous fights.
Okay.
Well, in this situation, am I able? I can't occupy that space.
Yeah, you can.
Or would I be technically like standing over because I'm large enough to?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
so, like if he's dead, he's barely an obstacle because you can just like straddle him if you need to, which is even easier to do when you're the size of a small house.
Yeah, so with my size of a small house fist, I'm going to scoot up exactly 5 feet.
Yeah, I would say your fist is about the size of a smart car.
All right. And I'm going to
Spit on it.
unnecessarily pummel the crap out of this tiny little guy. Again, I only moved the 5 foot, so I can do the 5 foot step. And
I saw.
Okay, making sure. Flurry of blows.
A 5 foot step looks weird when you take up a 10 foot by 10 foot space.
Right. Oh no, I don't know if either of those hit.
Neither of them do.
Shit. All right, I whiff with 2 gigantic fists.
He's
I yell from the doorway, "It's okay, big guy."
because this guy is so wounded, he like bends over and like coughs up a little bit of blood, but he bends over enough that your fist just gets the side of the house instead.
And like does property damage.
This is smart cars
I
driving
do the
in
Jackie
like
Chan like
downtown India traffic, just like barely missing each other.
Pretty much, yeah. All right, Icar, you're up.
Icar is going to.
This fucking battle theme just like.
I spent a lot of time looking for good free play music.
Icar's just gonna take his dagger and just chuck it at this last one.
Okay. There's another "can you tell we're related" moment with me and Dillon.
What happened?
We both went
Hey!
Maybe ranged attacks are what you should focus on going forward, Roger. You get him.
Literally the same roll.
I know it's weird, but you get him in the back of the head as he stands up from his coughing fit, and then he just falls over and stops moving this time.
Oh, I was hoping to just sink it in right in the back.
Nope.
All right, well, I walk up to the unconscious tiefling and I draw a dick on his face.
With what?
Well, I just drew that fucking picture of that tiefling, so I've got to have some form of charcoal, right?
Yeah.
I draw a dick on his face.
I mean, he's a wizard. He's got ink for his spell books.
Yeah, I mean, shit, baby. And it's like a really good dick, too. Like, fucking A1.
Make me a craft check. We'll see.
I will, actually. Yeah, plus craft 9. Oh, God, 15?
You make a passable... it looks better than the thing you drew last session.
Haha, okay, fair enough. And then I sprinkle a little ray of frost jizz on his cheek.
Anyway,
roll damage for me.
No, I'm not going to do that.
No. How much longer am I large?
When combat's over, unless you're doing something in the next couple of seconds, I'm just going to say that it expires.
I yelled at Sugtok, "Hey, get over here! Look what I did to this guy's face!"
All right. Doom to doom to doom. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Doesn't seem entirely necessary. Anyway, we still need to find it. We still need information from this man. If he's aware that he has a penis on his face,
he's not. That's the best part.
Fucking mirror.
Yeah, just don't tell him.
Yeah, it's like the time I put shade.
Nobody left. This is gonna be hilarious.
Okay, well, Icar, first, before we wake him up, do you have any idea why these men in red would target you specifically?
Maybe they don't like me spending time with the lady tieflings in the nursery. I mean, they made it pretty clear that they intended to rob me, and I suppose I did not make it...
You're the DM, you don't have to raise your hand.
I did not intentionally obscure it that I have some material wealth. Perhaps next time I go into the nursery, I'll need to be wearing rags.
Roger, can you make me just a straight-up intelligence check?
Dumb as rocks.
You seem to recall something about speaking to an elderly tiefling guy in the nursery yesterday, saying that the red Jills had a tendency to be dressed in red cloaks.
Oh, this is the people with that crazy bitch. I wrote down the
I suspect that these are red Jills.
Oh, because we're in Red Roof. We're not in the nursery. Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Did we talk to the boss already?
No, we haven't messed with them at all, which is curious. I'm not sure why they would come after us, except if they were given orders by their superior. This is good though. This man might be able to tell us more about the red Jills.
Well,
now,
we are in front of
gentlemen,
my house.
Yeah, I was about to say, gentlemen, I think we need to take this and our other cargo, and probably get it out of Shoktok's house.
That's fair, but first, let's deal with the matter at hand. This
The
fucking
matter
guy.
at hand. He's going to be asleep for like an hour.
There's
Maybe
an arrow in your butt.
Did I hit him that hard? He's gonna be asleep for another hour?
Sugtok, yeah, just about actually. Sugtok remembers there's a crossbow bolt sticking out of his side.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of rubbing at the feathers.
I
Well,
walk
you're-
up to
you're
him and I
the-
go, "What is that?" And I yank it out.
You're the healer here.
So
You
now
set
you're just
the-
leaking.
You set the bait. All right.
And I'm gonna cure light wounds.
I'll.
Why don't you roll a 1 to heal yourself again?
Do any of you have access to a cart?
My parents had a cart.
That doesn't answer my question, Flickie. Do you have a cart?
Well, it's still at the house.
Can you go get the cart? Bring it back. We'll put this man and the other thing on the cart. We'll roll it up to the to where we normally go, and then once this man wakes up, we'll handle it there.
I don't think it'll work if he's only going to be asleep for an hour. I live on the other side of the city.
Then he'll need to be asleep for longer than an hour.
I mean, if he wakes up, it's not like Tim can't just knock his lights out again.
Okay, that's fair. All right, Sugtok, heal yourself and come with me to get this cart.
8.
I think this is probably
No,
gonna.
it's D8 plus caster level, so for you, 2 at the moment.
Hey!
That'll work.
Healing every time. I'm a good fucking healer.
Okay, kissing the wound seems to be the magic ticket.
And then
Wait, dude, you can fit that far down your
the
stomach?
musical element, it was just me going.
Oh,
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easy.
Okay, so does anyone have an objection to taking this dude and the dead tiefling kid back to headquarters to take care of them, rather than trying to do this here at Shuktok's house?
No, I'm cool with that.
So wait. So you're gonna take the kid with you to the wasp nest?
Unless Shuktok wants to leave him here in the house.
I thought your plan was to. Oh, you want to take care of the red Jill
I think-
first.
And we already have the drawing of the tiefling kid, so we can.
I mean, we can return the tiefling kid to the tieflings. We could just take them back the kid. We don't really need to keep the kid.
The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm thinking that underground travel network you had thought about might be a good idea for situations like this.
Then we should probably do some exploring. But let's handle one thing at a time.
Oh yeah, let's just. Flickie, you have a cart. We don't
Yes.
have to lug the corpses through the street.
Yes, we can go get that real quick, lack.
Why don't I'll go with you across the bridge to get the cart.
Okay.
But I'll make a quick stop at home while you're coming back with the cart, and I'll meet all of you back at the nest.
Oh, perfect, because that's what we were going to do originally anyway, was I was going to come with you. Okay, that works. Yeah, that sounds fine.
Does that work for everybody? Any objections?
yeah, good enough.
What are we doing with these bodies? I just want to be clear on the bodies. It's my
Oh,
apartment.
the other 3 bodies? I don't have no idea.
Luke,
the-
do I have
Arrange them to be
barrel
69ing
or
each
something
other.
outside?
Okay, hold on a second. There were 3 people talking at the same time. Roger, finish the last half of your sentence because it got.
I was
dragged
just gonna say like the Jhaltero could pick them up, but I'm sure you have a better option than that.
Okay, and Garrett, what were you saying?
Can I check the bodies to see if there's the people who just tried to rob us in front of my house had anything valuable?
You can check, yes.
What is it, perception?
Yeah, perception.
17.
Well, it seems like all of them were dressed in studded leather armor, and each had a pair of daggers.
I'm gonna take all of the daggers.
And also, each of them had a light crossbow. And with the exception of the guy who actually used his, all of them have a case of 20 crossbow bolts, and our sharpshooter only has 18 left in his.
I want to go up to the guy that only has 18 left in his, take 2 of his bolts out, jab them into his chest.
Okay.
Eye for an eye, fucker. Spit, and then take all of the daggers, string them up.
All right, and you find assorted rings, necklaces, and jewelry collectively in their pockets.
If there's any pearls, I know a guy.
I'll hand off all of the jewelry to Flickie and Roger.
Oh yeah, 'cause we're going up to rich boy part of town, so
I
it'll be better.
exclusively want. So there were 4 guys. Each had 2 daggers.
Yes, and this is including the unconscious guy you have.
I have 8 daggers tied on a rope that I'm wearing as kind of a sash right now under my cloak.
Interesting.
I arranged 2 of the dead bodies to be 69ing each other, and then I slumped the third one against the wall and put its dick in its hand like it died drinking off watching this.
I think you should get in touch. You should get in touch with Gearbox because you could probably get a job designing the randomly dead bodies in the next Borderlands game.
Oh, I would be so good at that.
I
would be so good, the best you've ever seen.
Sugtok, for the record, 1, overkill. Second off, why do you keep collecting I understand the need for trophies eventually, but this is an encounter, and I imagine we'll have many more.
I lean back and I pull up my shirt right to where the crossbow hole is, like in between the ribs.
Well, where the hole was. It's been healed now, but there's still a sizable
there
blood
should be
trail.
some kind of a scar, some kind of marking.
Yeah. There's a marker, it was, but it's more obvious as the blood trail that is still there.
Yeah, just so the blood trail up to the healed wound and say, they got me. I take something for myself.
And then I make them fuck each other.
It's part of the hunt.
8 daggers. Okay. All right.
They'll come in handy. You always need a rope.
True. All right, let's go do this part shit.
Okay, so for the DM's comprehension, Icar and Flickie are heading to northern Kintargo to get a cart and for Icar to stop by his house.
And then Sugtok gave me a bunch of jewelry, which I'm going to
you can appraise it right now.
I'm going to do that before we set off.
Okay, just roll me appraise.
Appraise is plus 9. 26.
Most of the jewelry you found is like brass or tarnished bronze of some sort. None of it seems particularly valuable, but collectively, you think that there's maybe about 80 or 90 gold pieces worth of jewelry in your hand among like the 8 or 9 pieces that he found.
Okay, then I'm definitely going to take it with me. All right, okay. So keep going, Luke. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Okay, so that was so while you two are doing that, what are Sugtok and Tib'resh doing? Are they just minding the bodies or what?
Yeah, you guys want to like maybe dump them somewhere else? I don't know.
No, Garrett, there is not.
Okay. Are there any like big metal bins? Anything we could? Or no?
Why don't we just
them off to the side of the road?
What?
And
people die in Kintargo all the time.
Street police take care of it. I'm sure dead fucking bandits show up all the time.
We can leave the bodies behind, but the unconscious guy, your place isn't too far from it. It's literally right next to here. Let's bring this guy inside. Let's see if we can wake him up, find out anything about the red gills.
Okay, so you guys are on interrogation duty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Way cooler than what we're doing.
All right.
I dig that.
All right. So since that's going to be a more involved role playing situation, I'm going to deal with cart patrol first.
Sure.
Cool.
All right. Yeah. So it costs you guys 3 copper to get across the bridge as usual.
Can I'll just give. Actually, wait. No, I won't. Never mind.
Be right back.
And I'm gonna
wait. We're the cart guys.
Yeah, and I'm going to cut you guys back on over to the Kintargo map.
Okay. Reticulating splines. Okay, so we're going north. We hit the bridge. We give him the copper. Shit, I guess I break off to the right to go get the cart while he's still going home, I guess.
I guess you do.
Okay. And then really quick, just because I don't have much to roleplay in this situation, I get the cart. And it's like a human push cart. It's not like a fucking horse-drawn carriage.
I know, it's like a rickshaw.
Yeah, it's like a rickshaw. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so am I allowed into the district where I sold that guy the pearls last time?
Yeah, during the daytime, the Green's guards are usually a bit more, like pushy when it comes to keeping the common rabble out. But really, during like the middle of the day, because there is a market in there, there's usually an exception for someone who says they're going to the market because jewelry.
Okay, then I do that. I take my
yeah,
rickshaw and I talk to the guards and I say I'm here to pawn off some jewelry.
Yes, it's one of those things where they know that, but every time someone is doing that with the jewelry that isn't supposed to be in the greens, quote unquote, they usually assign just one guard just to kind of follow you around, just to make sure you're on the up and up, just to keep an eye on you, not to like escort you. It's just
I strike up a friendly conversation with the guard as he follows me to the jewelry stand where I sold homeboy the pearl stuff.
It's like, sir, I get paid to watch. I don't get paid to talk. Just don't.
Oh, if I had a nickel or a copper.
Yeah, if we all did, sir. It's just one of those. I'm here to make sure you're on the up and up. Just as long as you don't cause any trouble, it'll be like I'm not even here.
No trouble, just here for money. And then I go to what's his name? You told me his name was Salen. I go over to Salen's jewelry stand. And I walk up and casually blink out all the jewelry on the table, and I'm like, "What do you think? I figured I can get anywhere between 70 and 90 for this. What are we feeling?"
And just one thing, as far as valuing something, that's like the base price of it. As far as the market is concerned, they usually buy at below base price and sell. Buy low, sell high. So Salen looks up at you and says, "These all seem rather shoddy, I must say. You don't truly think we're going to be able to get that much for?"
Nah, I was just kidding. What are you feeling? We can talk. What are you?
He takes a minute or two going through all the different pieces, because it's not just like, oh, here's one pearl and two that look exactly like it. He has to actually look at each piece and says, "I believe for the lot of this, I could give you a very, very standard 43 gold pieces."
How about we knock it down to 40 and you and I stay friends?
Very well, 40.
All right, cool. I do my transaction and I wait somewhere. I go out of the market and I wait somewhere where Icar will see me when he comes back with the rickshaw.
Okay, outside of the greens?
Yeah, because I don't want anyone to think I'm sketchy.
Okay, so you basically would just be just outside the gate right here?
Yeah, just kind of cooling it, not causing any trouble.
All right, cool. Icar.
Yes.
Where the fuck is my pencil?
It me.
Yes. So you're heading home?
Yes.
Okay. As you pass through the outer gates of Silverhome, the first thing that you notice / hear is Eckhart and Maximilian playing in the yard, running around, chasing each other with wooden swords.
As they usually do.
Uh-huh. And that's it. It looks like you can see a shape from inside watching him through the window. And just from first appearances, you would think that it's Rosalind, just keeping an eye on them.
Right. Really, I just need to find either Rosalind or Ekaterina and let them know that I'm all right. They can tell Father that he doesn't really need to worry that I might be out again tonight, but it's fine. I'm not trying to dodge curfew like I was before.
You do find Ekaterina who's walking around with basically a clipboard and a ledger around, just making notes of things, and says, "As long as you're not hurt or anything, I'm fairly certain that nothing too dangerous will befall you. It's just, for the time being, just I'll let your father know that I saw you."
Yes, that's excellent.
And also, going forward, as the DM decides to cycle through accents for some of these people, that's why. I'm just trying to settle on a voice for some of them.
That's fine.
All right. But Ekaterina says, just keep yourself and hold on a second. And she kind of leans in and notices there's like a small smudge of blood on the side of your cheek from where you just got hit.
I was going to say that he's covered in hickeys.
No, it's just going to you forgot to parry, didn't you? Because Ekaterina is on the days that you can't actually get a sword tutor from outside, she's the one who pulls substitute duty.
There were 4 of them.
And one
so...
Well, you say were. Are they all gone?
It's taken care of, Ekaterina. It's fine. You don't have to tell. Listen, do not tell Mother under any circumstances.
I think the young master doth protest too much. Fine, I'll keep it from your mother.
And I did have to visit the tailor. The last outfit was just unsalvageable.
Well, you said there were 4 of them. I imagine that you didn't. Not any part of you emerged unscathed. That they managed to get through on your cheek there.
But it's fine, really. Now, is there any news from outside the city? Do I need to worry about, having to get drug in for another monthly meeting at the start of next month?
At the moment, no. The only word I've had from out of town is that Keiko says that the most recent shipment to White Rock is a little behind schedule because the rains made the road muddier than usual. That's all.
All right. Well, I'll tell Father myself that I won't make the meeting at the beginning of the month tomorrow. I've just got so much to do, and I'm very behind on my studies.
Very, very well. Just make sure this doesn't become a habit. Do your best to be home tonight.
I will.
Thank you. You make my job so much easier when I can keep track of all 6 of you. And then she bustles off to finish doing whatever you caught her in the middle of.
All right, that's pretty much it for me.
Okay.
I'll head out after going over to visit Maximilian and Eckhard, and tussle with them for a little bit.
All right. Apparently, they're pretending to be one of them's a member of the royal army, and one of them appears to be a paladin of the Glorious Reclamation, and they're trying to figure out who's going to win the war that's going on in Cheliax right now.
I'll strike in and I'll say, neither of them will win. Kentargo will win. Ha ha! And I'll smack both of them in the shins.
They both go down and go, I got sneak attack! He got us!
You're done for. Surrender.
Never!
But yeah, I'll tussle with them for a little bit, and then, Icar will head back out and hope that Flickie hasn't been arrested.
Hold on a second. No, Flickie has not been arrested. But he is
Okay.
also not at his desk right now. So, while you meet up and head on back, again, with 3 copper for the bridge toll, let's scoot on over to the interrogation party.
All right.
Alright, you have an unconscious mugger.
So I want to have draped because I've only got the 1 cloak on right now. My second cloak that I had been wearing is wrapped around the decomposing kid in the corner, who is, I want to make sure, still notably tiefling.
The kid?
Yeah.
He's got horns, it's hard to hide that.
Solid. And
also, just so that we're clear, as I say kid, I mean like 8 or 9. I don't mean like 1 or 2.
Yeah, no, like medium-sized, 4 foot tall, small person.
Alright, Flickie, you met back up with Icar and you're on your way back. Mark off 3 copper for the return trip across the bridge.
Got it. Cool.
Alright, Garrett.
Alright, so Tib'resh...
1 silver is 100 copper?
10 copper.
10 copper, okay.
Tib'resh. I've been attacked in front of my house a couple of times. It's the reason I had to quiz Icar at the door. People knock, sometimes they're asshats. This is where we get to have fun with them. We get to figure out why they wanna fuck with us.
Don't wanna wonga.
Okay.
Because they don't.
I'm not from this side of town. Things are generally a little bit more chill where I live, but obviously.
Also not true, Tib'resh. Old Kentargo's a bit more rough and tumble, but not as much as the nursery is.
Well, I would presume I was staying inside a lot.
Okay.
Tib'resh is following quarantine.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry. So this is you do this a lot? You beat the shit out of anyone who comes to your door unwarranted?
Generally, the rule is that we're supposed to keep it at the end of the street. They're not supposed to come on the property.
Sure.
But a scrap's gonna happen.
Okay. So,
Sometimes they come to the house. They try to take money from a buddy of mine. They try to beat the shit out of me. But later we get to find out why they came. If they've got any friends who might have sent them. Scare the shit out of them. Get a good laugh from it. It's gonna be fun, Tib.
all right. I can scare them. I can do that. That's okay. I can work. I can work with this. I just, we don't have to go overboard.
I tell you what.
Maybe.
I'll let you do the talking to begin with. I'll just wake him up.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over to the guy who I want to have kind of tied to a chair.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna slap him in the face.
Roll me a d20. Just straight
Plus
d20.
anything? Just straight D20.
Just straight d20. Okay. Evens.
Pick up slap.
You successfully wake him up. Ah!
Morning, motherfucker.
He spits at your face.
I'm gonna put my finger right over his lips and say, shh. We're talking. You'll know when. All right, your turn, buddy.
The boss
And
was
I'm gonna-
right. You
I'm gonna
humans
nudge
are all
George forward.
trash.
Wait. I'm sorry. Luke, did he say something?
Yes, he said the boss was right. You humans are all trash.
I'm gonna spin around and slap the shit out of him again.
I'm gonna push Boarris out of the way.
Okay.
First of all,
That's my
you
way
said
out.
I was gonna talk first.
You slap him the other way.
Second of all,
I got it.
I turn back. I turn back to our captive. I'm gonna say, "Hey," in the most threatening way possible. That's all I'm going to say.
If you're
but
trying to intimidate, roll me an intimidate check.
Okay, I totally have that.
You have at least some bonus. You're a half orc.
Oh yeah, I got plenty of bonus to it. No, it's not a whole lot, but let's see.
Roger, why did you link the Dust Brothers from the Fight Club soundtrack?
This is kind of what I imagine it sounds like.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that saves me the trouble having to ask what that link was without bringing it up. Okay. He's just like the thief just smiles back at you and says, "Hey." He's like he's mocking you.
All right, this isn't quite what. All right, hey, why did you attack us in the street?
Because a rich boy looked like he had money and he was human.
Well, you really think he deserved that just on the fact that he's a human? That's absurd.
Well, personally, no, but the boss rewards anyone who takes, anti-human activities in with our usual muggings. It's a lot more fun that way.
Your boss. Talk a little bit about him. What's he on about?
I'm more scared of her than I'm scared of you.
Her. All right.
I'm gonna slowly walk up. Also big, not quite as I'm what, like 6'4", and Tib'resh is like 7 foot. He's a big motherfucker, right?
Yeah, Tib'resh is pushing the upper end, the upper side of like 6 feet, 6 foot something.
Can I, Tib'resh, you're handling the talking. You got the words. Are you sure you got this?
I'm not.
He has the best words.
I do not have the best words. This isn't working the way I thought it would.
All right, so I'm gonna walk up from behind Tib'resh. My cloak is still over me, but I have all 8 of the daggers from his 3 dead friends and him still tied around my chest. So I'm gonna walk up with that still covered and go, more fun. Right. We having fun now?
You win some, you lose some. I'm not exactly going to say that I'm pleased with my current situation, but to be fair, you all put up... I wasn't expecting the green one to, grow as big as he did. Threw a bit of a wrench in our scheme, I admit.
Admittedly, I didn't think that was going to happen either.
It's like that scene. It's like that scene from Sky High. You surprised? Well, so am I.
I'm gonna look at Tib'resh and go, may I? Yes or no?
Yes, sorry.
I'm gonna punch this guy right in the face.
You hit, roll damage. Which for you is a d4 plus strength.
Oh, jeez.
Now, here's a question. Were you trying to knock him out or kill him?
I'm not trying to kill him.
Well, you knock him out.
All right. Do I have smelling salts anywhere in my house?
You could always heal him.
I'm not gonna waste a spell on this fucker. Can I
punch him in the teeth?
smelling salts?
I don't think you would just have any lying around unless you legitimately do this often enough to justify it.
Okay, well, I don't approve of this, but you knocked him out again.
I said, was it okay? You said it was okay.
I didn't think you were going to knock him out again.
I didn't think he's being a bit of a dick.
I may not be a good negotiator, but I'm sure that makes him less compliant.
Fine, I'm sorry, Tib'resh, and I will fucking heal the guy. I will put my face on him and say, fuck you. That's D8 plus charisma.
2.
Every goddamn time.
I know it happens. Jesus Christ.
Fuck you. And I'm just like rubbing this tiefling in between the horns.
All of his non-lethal damage is gone, and he's back to full health.
But I am healing him and staring him in the face. Actually, I wanna like work down his face and be scratching his chin when he's full healed too, staring him in the eyes and say, you don't really want to fuck with me. We good?
What, do you think I'm in a position to fuck with you right now? I'm tied to a fucking chair.
I'm gonna breathe deeply and slowly step away from the guy before I punch him again.
Okay, wait, hold on. I need to step in and make sure you don't knock out and or kill this person again.
I'm out of arm's distance.
Okay. Boarris, Sugtok, chill for a moment. Let's just find out what's up with... let's see if this guy can tell us where we can find some more of his friends. And I'm going to... I'm going to get up into his face like an inch away and really bare my tusks and say, hey, tell me where your boss hangs out again. I'm going to attempt to intimidate him again. If that's okay.
Okay.
I am, as he is up in his face enough to be completely blocking the guy's view of me, I'm going to, as quietly as possible, transform into boar form.
Okay.
Alright. Sorry. Hey, it's one.
It's a little better. Like,
is it working?
you've still got a long way to go, Green Man. But I've never even met the boss. I don't even know where she hangs out. She likes it that way.
Figures. You can punch a man to death, but you can't scare one to death. It's just... I mean, the other day I literally punched a man to death. It was one single... God damn it. I walk away.
What do you mean the other day? You did it a few minutes ago.
No,
yeah, that too.
also have tusks and a full bore and say, "Where's your boss?"
I don't know, ugly.
All right. Well,
He can't punch.
You could hoof.
We need him. Tib'resh.
I don't think we need him.
I'm gonna punch this guy's fucking skull in.
So you're just gonna hoof attack him until he dies.
Yeah, I'm gonna hoof attack 3 times.
He's helpless. You coup de grace him, and now there's a mess in your living room.
I'm gonna prestidigitation the living room.
This is good. This is a bit beyond what prestidigitation can fix. You're gonna have to get on your knees and Cinderella house clean.
I can do a foot at a time, right? It just takes, I think it's like 1 to 5 minutes.
Well, you got to drain the blood first. You got to clean up the chunks. But basically, you got to clean Marvin's brain out of the back seat.
Yikes. Deep cut.
Congratulations. It smells even worse in here.
Because he also shit himself because he died. Fucking come on.
All right. I'm gonna grab him up and shift back out of boar form and just be cleaning the house
Okay.
until the other guys arrive.
The good news is you did get some information out of that exchange.
That the plebs are bullshit.
No, run through the information you got, and I'll double check and make sure you didn't forget anything or get something wrong.
It's a she.
We know, there is
The
some.
boss of the Red Jills is a lady.
I mean, Red Jill.
She's probably Red Jill, yeah. Like,
The Red Jill.
when do we reunite with the squaw?
You probably guys, given the frustrating back and forth of this, you guys probably opened the door as the guy's head explodes from getting hooked.
It's like Troy in Community when he walks in with the pizza and everything's on fire.
Yes, we'll go with that. With probably about the same reaction on your
It's
two
like, my
faces.
God.
What in the 9 hells is happening here?
I just plop my happy ass
Plop is
down on
the
the couch and light up my pipe and watch Sugtok clean his apartment.
Okay, turns out neither of us are good at the good cop, bad cop thing.
We're both medium cops.
You're great at the
We're
bad.
both
You're great at the bad
medium
cop thing.
cops.
I don't do well under pressure where the person we're interrogating is not wanting to not be a dick.
Okay, but did you learn anything?
The boss is a lady.
We knew that.
Yep. Right?
You guys actually didn't know that for sure. If anything,
We have absolute confidence, and she is scarier than sin itself.
Also,
This
it
guy
seems
was more
like
scared of her than of me punching
Okay,
his
how does she give them orders or instructions?
they weren't necessarily directed at us. They were just, it sounds like they're just common robbers on the streets.
They are getting boosts for human attacks.
They don't like humans at all.
Well, it sounds like I probably shouldn't be spending a lot of time in the nursery then.
I thought your girlfriend lived there.
She's Flickie. We talked about this on the way back.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna leave Tim by the window next time just so I know what's down. If I start feeling horny, emotional connection.
Once the initial social stench of you having stayed over at a woman's house has died off for a few weeks, the jokes will die off too. But you got to put up with it until then.
All right. Well, we have the cart anyway.
And 4
Yeah,
bodies.
check
for
out my
it.
rickshaw.
Great. One of the bodies is a little bit lighter now, so that's wonderful.
It is missing brain matter. And
Let's slow down.
Wait, no, dude, I just imagine that scene from Undercover Brother, but it's with Garrett's hooves, and he's like, "Ah!" Like all the juices fucking shoot out.
Sugtok, as played by Neil Patrick Harris. I could see that.
It'd be hilarious. I'm grabbing a beer. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Oh, no way. Dillon's grabbing a beer.
Says the guy who was also drinking Steel Reserves last time. Fucking get out of my face. Oh, you're drinking canned vodka. What is that?
I am going to go to the Red Roof Market, and I'm going to get a very nice pillow, and then we're going to take that young unfortunate child back to the nursery, and we're gonna try to figure out why and how he got the way he was. But it looks like some of our leads are dying.
So, wait, yeah, leads. Speaking of which,
It was crazy. I don't know what happened to him. They are just these.
Uh-huh.
I asked the brush if we were done with him, and then something with his head happened. It was wild.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
I blow pipe smoke and I make it say, "We saw what happened." And it floats through the room.
I'm gonna swat at it like cool trick.
It reforms because it's magic, and you're like, "Fuck!"
That happened.
That being said, if this does settle for once and for all the issue of these tiefling murders, then we'll need to figure out what we're going to do next. But let's just try to take this one step at a time.
All right. So should we?
Because
what are we doing?
Because
with...
I will remind the casters in the party, you're all pretty much tapped as far as your decent spells are for the day.
Nah, I've still got Ray of Frost. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh wait, tieflings though.
What time is it right now?
Well, at this point, with them there and back from the greens,
There and back again.
it's almost lunchtime. No. It's almost early lunchtime. The time that most people would be having brunch is starting about now.
So it's like 11.
Yeah, 11:30-ish.
11.
We could hide these dudes in the rickshaw, cover it up, and then take them. Do we want to go down to the nursery, or do we want to go back to the nest and ask
I will remind you that dead bodies are going to start to smell, and one of them is leaking pretty heavily.
Oh,
I
jeez.
don't think carrying those into a food establishment at lunchtime is
Not
great.
into. They'll still be in the cart outside.
Let's as far as the bandit
we don't.
as far as the bandit bodies are concerned, my thoughts remain the same. Just leave them on the street for the dead.
Oh yeah, right. We don't need this fucking dude because Sugtok just crushed his fucking
We
skull.
don't-
And you've already looted all of them.
The only important body is the child, which we should return to the community from which he was so violently taken.
I agree with that.
Yeah, let's go find this
But
kid.
before we just dump a dead body in the street, we should probably use that sketch and maybe find out where he
Yes.
came from.
So we're gonna go back to Zaya, which means I need to go to the market first, but it won't take me very long. I'll just
Wait, did
pick
you not do that while we were already there? Or is this a different market?
This is the Red Roof Market.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna steal a pillow from my house.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, because if
That's
someone saw
what-
a nobleman's pillow,
That would be very forward.
and also very incriminating if anyone saw it.
Yep.
I'm trying to do something nice, not get Zaya,
Killed.
robbed. Yeah.
Yeah.
What should we do while you're at market?
It won't take very long. You can grab, why don't you, while we're at the market, try to go by a food stall and grab something nice for all of us.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
Here,
I
I'll
just got
leave-
40
I'll
gold.
leave-
I'll go out and grab everyone some noms.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, there are street kebab vendors and everything, and you can stop by one while Icar is going into bedroom, bathhouse, and yonder.
Okay.
Do I have a local hangover cure vendor nearby?
Is there a Waffle House
on
on this
a
street?
weekly?
Hangover cure? It depends on what your preferred hangover cure
Like
is.
street kebab, just a shitload of greasy meats.
Yep,
I'm
greasy
sorry.
meats galore.
I'm sorry, Dillon, but there are only huddle houses in Cheliax.
No!
Smoking's still allowed inside at all of them.
Wow.
It's okay.
Okay, so I say point the way, Sugtok, lunch is on me.
Come with me, I got a guy. And I lead them to my favorite guy
And
nearby.
this is while Icar
His name is,
off doing his thing, right?
I'll tell
It
you.
won't
I'll
take, like-
tell you what his name is.
Literally, all it takes is just
You're
I
very-
go, I pay money, I get thing, I come back.
Fair.
Your guy's name is Milo.
Milo.
Indianapolis, fuck this guy. All right, wait.
I got a guy.
Milo.
Hey, Milo. We've had a
Sugtok, come on in.
He said, "I'm a Toydarian."
Come on in. You work on the street, Milo.
I mean, come into the shade.
You're not in the shade,
probably has,
Milo.
like, a
We
canvas
talked
roof
about
thing,
it.
I
Why
reject
do
your
you
reality
always
and
think
substitute
you got a
my
good
own?
spot. I'm here for the food, buddy.
Well, I've got plenty of it.
All right, I want 3 of all of your meat kebab sticks.
Three of each kind.
3, 1 of each kind for each of us.
Ah, okay. So 12 total, because he's got 4 different special, he's got 4 items on the menu, as it were.
Yeah, that works. I'd like to try it all.
That
He's got
sounds
the 4
great.
basic food
Sure,
groups:
Todd,
bean,
I can't-
bacon, whiskey, and lard.
I can't eat all of this.
Tell me what the flavors are.
Okay.
Milo. I'm excited about today's special.
Oh yeah. This one's a lubulus heron, which is it's annoying to kill one of those big fuckers. You understand? But my God, they have some very tender legs on them. You know.
Did you kill them?
Oh no, I buy it from the hunters and everything. Let's see. This one's a reef claw with a little bit of a lobster on it. This is actually one of my higher end ones. It's new. I'm trying it out.
That was reef claw?
Yes, reef claw.
Reef claw. I like it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. This one. This is my vegan option.
Milo, I don't want to hear about your fucking vegan options.
Okay. Well, then I've only
for
got
each of
3
us.
items on the menu.
Well, I'm curious about the vegan.
I was about to say, maybe our big friend here who doesn't like to kill stuff might.
Okay. I was like, it's soy patties, basically cut up into cubes.
Do you have any seaweed or never mind?
That's also on there.
Good enough.
Okay.
So
And this
that's soy patties with seaweed, Milo?
Everybody's a critic.
Tib'resh, that sounds good to you?
Sure. Look.
I heard
for
it's
the
very
record-
popular down in the shadows.
Good on
I
you,
don't
buddy.
know.
No, somebody's
For,
got to eat
for
it.
the record, Tib'resh is not strictly vegan. He just prefers the least amount of suffering go into his meals as possible.
Yes, and this one.
Clearly, you want the most amount of suffering for your mouth, buddy.
And this one's the basic beef kebab.
Beef kebab.
All right, what's the damage here? Milo? What's the damage here? What are we looking at? I'm paying for it.
For all of them except the seafood kebab, it's going to be about 2 copper each. The seafood kebab is going to be 4 copper because it's expensive stuff.
I just put a silver. Or no, wait, shit! I put 2
Hold on,
silver on his.
It's 4 silver. Gets it done for all of us for 1 of each.
Because
Because
there's one of
it's 10
each.
total if we're getting
All right,
1.
I'll just put 5 silver on the counter and say keep the change.
Much appreciated, Mr. Elf.
All right, I'm back. I've got my pillow. What does that smell? It smells like soy and seafood.
You can have my soy and seafood.
This is the high end, my friend, and I'm gonna give him one of the reef claw lobster kebabs.
Yeah, you can give me yours. I'm gonna eat mine.
This
Wait,
is the
wait,
primo
wait.
from the best guy in the city.
Which, to be fair, Roger, you actually have had reef claw before because it's basically like a lobster the size of, a halfling.
Holy
Right.
shit!
Clearly,
Yeah,
we only get
Oh,
the
reef
crab.
claw. If it's in a reef, okay, I see
Yeah.
what's happening now.
Yeah, if you actually want to roll for it, I can tell you what a reef claw fucking is.
I want to know, dude. I'm gonna roll knowledge. What nature? I assume
Knowledge dungeoneering.
knowledge dungeoneering.
I don't know about engineering.
Yeah, I don't have any bonuses on that. Do you? Icar, would you happen to know if you're pretty good at knowing about dungeoneering? I don't know why I'm still doing. All right, yeah, that's
Because the Watto voice is funny.
17 now.
Let me see what I get over here. Nope, I rolled a 2. Not gonna happen.
Okay, well, Sugtok knows that reef claws are. I'm not going to say that they're large aquatic creatures because those get rather big, but it's a large thing that resembles a lobster in front and an eel in the back,
Ew.
and it's about maybe 3.5, 4 feet long.
You said this is reef claw, and Icar's just gonna dig right in.
And yeah, buddy. And do I genuinely believe, because it's my guy, like, because it's Milo, do I believe that it's Reef Claw?
Roll perception.
Does it taste like Reef Claw?
Well, Reef Claw tastes like, lobster, except there's just more of it.
Alright, so that's how I believed it was.
You're fairly certain that it's Reef Claw.
Hell
We
yeah.
spent 10 minutes at the
Can I-
kebab vendor.
Can I prestidigitation his to taste more like Reef Claw?
Jesus
just so
Christ.
he likes Milo better?
Fellas,
If you want, I won't stop
I
you.
am definitely trying to stealthily do that so he doesn't notice. I want Milo to be the guy for the city.
he's already the guy in my opinion. This is
Milo's my
good.
boy.
Let's in the interest of time, let us continue.
Okay.
Yeah, let's move along. I'm all
Go
here for
Reef
the
Claw.
role.
Yes, Roger
10
comes back
minutes.
from my amazingly named, pillow shop, and you guys are munching on kebabs as you walk back towards the Devil's Nursery.
All right, Flickie, you got the drawing?
I do indeed. I pull out my fucking sick drawing of that fucking
Why don't?
kid.
And I'll just swipe it from him. Why don't you let me do the talking?
Well, yeah, I mean, she seems to like you a lot.
Why do you think I got all these kebabs? And I'm gonna have like 6 of them.
What do you mean? You got
I'm not
three,
gonna
you
say
got 4 for
shit
each
for the
person.
rest
I've
of
already
this.
eaten mine.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna roll back up to Zaya's.
Okay.
I will knock politely.
Gorsora, I thought it was Zehanort.
You hear a shh, shh, shh inside. Stop. She goes, coming. And she stands up and she
Not yet.
and she opens the door and sees you all this. Oh, back so soon.
Hello,
Hello.
the pillow. This is yours.
Oh, and she
That couch desperately needs it.
oh she takes it's like that's very thoughtful of you. Thank you. You
Now-
can see, you can see that her forearms and everything are covered in sawdust and stuff.
Would you happen to know, just by any chance, would you be able to recognize this tiefling? And I'm gonna pull out the drawing.
She looks at it and she's studies it for a bit.
Child, maybe between the ages of 7 and 10, might have gone missing about a week ago.
I haven't heard anything to that extent. No, but I'm sure someone around here might have noticed.
Okay, well, I guess we'll canvass the neighborhood. We'll see if we can find out where this kid might have gone missing.
Okay, and thank you for the pillow. I'll put it
You're
to
very
use.
welcome. I hope so.
I give her my basic beef kebab because I've already eaten my other 3.
She's like, oh, she thank you, and she takes a small bite and goes, it's very good, thank you.
No problem.
Milo.
Don't worry about it. It's from Milo up the street, a few blocks.
I've heard good things about him, but I've never actually had the money to try it myself.
Don't worry about it. We're kind of loaded.
All right, so I guess
Thank
we're
you
going
for
to
all of
make
your
a
assistance.
diplomacy check to gather information.
Correct, and if you guys are splitting up, I'm gonna need one from both parties, unless you guys are staying as a group for this.
I feel like it would make more sense to stay as a
Yeah, let's stay as a
Yeah,
group. Every
I'm
time we
gonna-
split up, one of us, half of us do really well, and the other half run around with their thumbs up their asses.
Well, to be fair, Roger does really well, and the rest of you run around with your thumbs up.
Okay, I'm gonna aid his
To be
27.
fair,
Okay.
I rolled a diplomacy +2. I rolled a 20.
Okay, you're able to aid. By the way, Roger, roll me a d4 as well. He even knows what it's for.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
All right. So with the 27 and
29. I aided
yes,
that bitch.
I know, and the aid that Flickie gave you, it only takes you 2 hours before you come across one of those groups of street urchins who sees you holding up the picture, talking to someone at a house, and they look up to you and says, "Hey, why you got a picture of Kixie?"
This is Kixie?
Yeah, he's got the horn with the weird curl on it.
All right, Tib'resh, pick this one up.
Just hold him up by his leg.
Yeah! Roll me a grapple check.
Wait, I don't need to threaten this kid.
When's the last time you saw Kixie?
I don't know, about a week and a half ago. We usually get together for play tag, but we haven't seen him for a while.
Okay, do you know where his parents are?
Oh, his parents passed on a few years ago. He's been he's been one of us for the last little while.
So he doesn't. Is there anyone who takes care of him?
We all take care of each other to the best we can. Miss Vestori used to take care of all of us, but she went missing too.
Yes, that I know. And he's been missing. Do you know any idea where he was the last time you saw him?
No. He went from alley to he liked to change alleys every month or two, but he always went home on his own. So
I wheel around and say, "Your friend is dead. We found his body. Please tell us anything that might help."
Flickie!
He goes, "Wait, Kixie's dead?"
Yeah, like real dead. I didn't draw the rest of his body on purpose.
Flickie!
I am.
Is he one of the ones? Is he one of the ones that the slasher got?
I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna kneel down and I'm gonna be like, "Yes, I'm afraid. Was it Kixie?
Yeah.
Kixie's dead. We think it might be connected to the slasher. If there's anything you can tell us about who might have wanted to hurt him, or if there was anyone that he crossed."
I don't know. He was just one of us. He was. I mean, sometimes things get bored, and we play the odd prank on someone, or maybe lift a coin purse or two. But
because these are like the gaggle of urchins, right?
Well, one of the many gaggles of urchins. You've actually seen that there are a significant. It's the slums. There are a lot of urchins around.
Okay, sorry.
It's like, I don't know, but I mean, even for the past month or so, we've only ever lifted coins from people that we thought were Thrunes, or anyone else who just looked kind of like an asshole.
I high-fived the kid that said that.
He high-fives you back.
You realize that kid's probably pickpocketed you.
He has not.
Make a perception check.
They have tried.
Plus fucking 4, 22.
He has not tried to pickpocket you.
I look at him and I go, I rolled for it. He has not.
You're so funny, Flickie.
That doesn't make any sense.
All right.
I'm just random.
He does a lot of drugs, kids.
And
His
Well, it
parents
certainly
just
seems
died.
like it's going to be a fun time to spend his day.
all right. Well, if you happen to hear anything else, if you think of anything, you remember anything else, do you know Zaya?
Does she live here?
Woodworker, maybe like 4 blocks that way.
I can't say I know that. I can't say I have a name to the face.
Well, there's a pleasant tiefling woman. You can tell her anything if you happen to remember it, and she'll know what to do.
Okay, wait. She said 4 that way.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you touch that fucking pillow, I will skin you alive.
Anyway, but yeah, that's what you get from
Okay.
him.
Well, all right, lads.
You've learned that Kixie was an orphan and has been for the last several years.
I think
So
this
somebody
is a dead end.
somebody took him off the street because they knew he wouldn't be missed.
Hey, kid, what happens when one of y'all passes on around here? Do you have a special place? Or do you just let the kids get picked up by the...
over towards the southeast, we got something. We've set up a crematorium over there. That's usually where the dead bodies go.
All right, let's take the kid. Why don't we take the kid there? I mean, it's not that far.
Tib'resh, you're big. You got the rickshaw. I'm tired.
Nearby?
Fine, I'll take it.
I'm sorry, Garrett. What did you say?
Is there any kind of religious place that isn't Thrune run nearby that we could check in about this clearly glyphed as fuck gold iron chained body?
All of the active temples are in the Temple Hill district, which includes the Temple of Abadar and the Church of Shellen.
Okay,
And
real quick.
I'll remind you that Shellen is actually a good aligned deity and is the only good aligned deity to have an active temple in Kintargo right now.
Okay, so before we do anything, I, kind of shuffle my torso into the rickshaw so I can like see the kid. I try and remove the ruined sinews.
Well, they're not like really, really tight mummy wrapped or anything.
Okay, well then I take the ruined up sinews so we can take it somewhere and ask
Yes,
someone.
you can remove the sinews for later examination.
Okay, I do that.
Just like bottle them.
I fucking put them in my pocket. I don't know.
Yeah, they're kind of like malleable beef jerky string, sort
Oh
of.
Yeah.
God!
Like this is sinew. This is like muscle tissue.
Okay, so we can just drop this. We'll drop this kid off at the crematorium, and then
With all of the other miscellaneous.
I guess we'll head back to the nest. I'll be honest, fellas, it's getting a little bit late to try to go to the temple and ask someone. It is also,
I say we just take the kid to the local spot where the other kids send their own. I think it's just as fitting, and we don't have to worry about anything else.
I'm gonna take the cold iron chains. I just want to pull those off of the kid and kind of stash them off to the side. If I know it's cold iron, I'm gonna want to use that.
Okay, yeah, but you can. It's you've got yourself maybe like 3 or 4 feet of a cold iron chain grand total, but there's like 2 strands. I'm sorry, there's like 8 feet of it in like 2 4-foot strands of chain. One for wrists and one for ankles.
Cool.
Okay.
So we take this kid to the crematorium. Do
Yeah.
we want to?
As we're walking, I do want to talk to Flickie, and say, hey, more like Flickie Van Collecto. What are you saving all that stuff for?
Well, look at these runes. None of us can speak the language on it. We got to find someone who does.
Well, Sugtok was able to comprehend languages on them.
Oh, what language was it again?
Aklo.
Aklo. Okay, so I say,
Which is basically
Sugtok.
which is basically like the Pathfinder equivalent of like deep speech.
Okay, so Sugtok found out this was like some crazy ass language that none of us actively speak without using magic. So I figure we can hold on to them and maybe find someone who can read them effectively.
Right. Well,
We've
okay.
got a guy.
Oh yeah, don't we have the guy who speaks all the languages? Fucking T-Rex or whatever his name is.
Rexus.
Yeah.
that's kind of why I'm saying like maybe we need to like go back to the nest and rethink our strategy.
That's fair.
Let's
Do we
get
want
these
to?
kids to the crematorium. Let's get rid of all of these bodies from outside of my place.
Is the
They're probably not even.
a barrel
They're
that's
probably not even
fired?
going to be there.
Yeah. Do we want to say that we take this kid to the crematorium and take our 10 minutes and reconvene at 8? Like in real life?
I was gonna say once we finish up with the
Yeah.
kid, I was gonna say we take our break.
I would like.
Yeah,
we're not
let's
really
run
gonna
to the
do anything
crematorium,
with
call it
the
a night, and then meet back up at the nest in the morning. Are we good with that?
Okay, yeah, and we'll
Cool.
do that as a real life time skip.
Cool.
Yeah, and then a real life time
I'm gonna go sleep at the
Commercial
nest
break.
because I want to build rapport with those fucking homeboys living in the basement.
You have
I'll-
fun sleeping with all the
Does
homeboys.
this cart
in the basement.
have
Oh, I
a
will.
way of getting it moved? Like, is there like a horse and buggy situation with this cart?
No, it's a
No,
rickshaw. It's like
yeah.
I push it by myself.
Tib'resh is
bet,
currently
then-
pushing it though.
Guys, I'll handle this. You all get to your homes. It was great having you over last night. I'll see you in the
we can't
morning.
talk about that.
I've got to
Um,
clean my fucking carpet.
And I'm gonna pick up this cart and lug these people to the local I don't know, burn the bodies building,
Crematorium.
crematorium.
I go to the nest.
The
Shattersong goes to the crematorium, then I assume to his house. Where does Tib'resh go?
yeah, I'm gonna go to the dump spot and then my house.
Yeah. The people at the crematorium are they're wearing simple robes, but you can actually make me a knowledge religion check.
Oh.
It's not that hard to recognize that a couple of them are wearing a small little wooden medallion, metal medallions of some sort, embossed with the holy symbol of Pharasma, who's the
What an awesome name.
who's the goddess of the dead, specifically the kind who her job is to judge souls and see which of the outer planes they go to for their afterlife.
That's cool. I fuck with that.
And she fucking hates the undead. Like, creating one is an abomination to her, and her fucking inquisitors will seek you out if they learn about it, type situation.
Okay. Nice.
All right, so they accept the bodies, and I assume you tell them the basic story about the kid.
Yeah, I'm going to explain. Listen, we found this kid gemmed into a wall wrapped in these runes. We're going to a temple to speak to them about it. Bunch of deep speech. Killed a bunch of evil tooth fairies. Hopefully it's gonna slow the murders down, but keep your eyes out for evil fae in this area.
No, they accept the body of the child and say, well, if this helps slow down the murders, then you have done a great service for us here in the nursery. And
somebody's got to. We know Thrune isn't.
We appreciate any help that doesn't come from them. It's just they don't make anything better.
Anyway, here's my business card. Silver Ravens Incorporated.
Anyway, but yes, but they
stay strong.
Yeah, they
give
load the
them
kid onto like a Swiss cheese looking metal beer and like prepare to push it into like a big oven, and they do this as you leave.
Yeah,
and they do something similar with the other 4 bodies, but they don't ask many questions about that because it's pretty obvious what killed them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty obvious what killed 3 of them, and really obvious what killed 1 of them.
They intimidated some dangerous folks in my neighborhood.
Some more of those Jills. They give all of us a bad name. Fortunately, we don't see them in the nursery itself very often.
What do you mean by that? Do you see them elsewhere around town?
I mean, some of us walk through Temple Hill and they pass them on the streets more often there or in the northern part of Red Roof. I mean, sometimes people at Red Roof Market just get held up by them at their stalls and bullied out of some of their profits for the day.
And does anybody stand up to them?
It looks like the Dotari, they usually stay away from like the Dotari, but that's usually why they go out in numbers. A pair of Dotari aren't going to go up against 4 or 5 of the Jills at once, because then it just apparently they're small time enough to not be worth the effort and risk of manpower.
Okay, but generally they'll travel in 4 to 5 person groups.
Yes, those are some of the larger ones. Sometimes maybe only 2 or 3, but I hear they only have a membership of like a few dozen. They're not very big.
Huh.
They're not very big, which is why some of us think that they're throwing their weight around more, because they seem to thrive off the chaos in the city.
Do you happen to know any of the bosses?
Any
of the ones calling shots?
I've never heard tell of any boss of theirs. I assume someone named Jill, but no one's heard anything, concrete.
I appreciate all the information.
And I appreciate the help you've given us. Blessings of the Lady of Graves upon you.
Appreciate you. And yeah, we'll call it. That's...
You paused.
I wanted to squeeze a little bit out.
Yep.
From...
Alright, so...
Alright, so break for food?
Yeah, right. Let's say, like...
8:15?
Yeah.
That's like a 20-minute break. I don't know about that.
I just got...
It's okay.
That was just handed to me.
Okay,
I'm gonna scarf it.
I'll say a 10-minute break, which means we'll all be back here in 15 minutes. So...
we're gonna start... I don't know, we've all gone home, so I guess we'll start in our respective homes, heading back to the nest.
You'll start.
Well, I'm sleeping at the nest because I want to hang out with those dudes.
You'll start where I'll say you start, but that's a good place to think on it. But yeah, I'll see you guys back here at like 8:09, and we'll get going because we got to end by 10 because Tim has work.
Perfect. All right, food and run.
All right.
Yo, put my theme song on because I want to jam while we're waiting for Roger.
We slept for the night, so we've got.
I'm right here.
Oh shit! No, we're all here. Oh, never mind. Let's keep going then.
Okay. So later that evening.
This is before we've all slept and whatever.
Correct. Icar, You are at home, and the family has just finished dinner, so it's probably about 7 o'clock.
Right.
As you are all standing up and getting ready to move off and do your different things, Leslie shows up and wants to talk to you for a second.
Sure, Leslie. How are your studies doing? I'm sorry I haven't been home very often.
Yeah, it's okay. My studies are keeping me busy enough, and also having to deal with mother and father and this whole arrangement thing that they've got going, which is what I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
Apparently, they want to sit down with the Elorians next Oath Day and discuss, me and their son and all that fun stuff. And it would mean a lot to me if you could be there for like some moral support, because I really don't know about this, going into it.
It's okay. It's you're just a teenager, and I know this is kind of a big scary thing to do, but I've met I have to come up with a name.
Well, I can tell you the Elorian in question, his name is Markwell.
I've met Markwell, and he seems decent, and honestly, I mean, with these sorts of marriage things, you really won't be spending a whole lot of time with one another.
Yeah, I know, but from what I've heard, I hear his father's kind of really overbearing, and I have this feeling he's going to be fussing over me, like he'd be appraising me or something, and it would just mean a lot to me if you could be there next.
When is Oath Day?
Speaking as DM, Oath Day is basically the Galarian equivalent of Thursday. So,
okay.
Not this, but the following week. So, like 10 days from now, I think. Let me look.
So on the 10th?
Let me look at the calendar. Yes, on the 10th.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like,
I'll be there.
Okay, cool, thanks. And before the two of you can actually get away from the foyer area, there's a series of large, heavy knocks on the door.
It's rather late for someone to be calling.
Yeah, that's
Mother, do you want me to get that?
Yes, son. I'll be right out.
Okay. Icar will tell Leslie, why don't you go back to your room?
Mom, door, Mom.
Okay. I'll head off, and you go and you open up the door.
I will. There's a little peephole, right? Is that technology not invented yet? That's fine.
Yeah. There's not really it's not really a peephole situation.
All right. I will open the door a crack.
You open the door, and standing there is a relatively vile-looking woman in a black chainmail holding a glaive.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
And then, as soon as you crack the door, she kind of shoves it open and walks inside and almost bowls you over. And you're about to protest this intrusion before you look behind her and see that behind her is Lord-Mayor Barzillai Thrune.
Oh no!
Icar is gonna keep his mouth shut and go to the wall, and he's gonna shout, "Father!"
Yes, I'm coming. And then the woman who you recognize from the protest, her name's Nox. She kind of shoves you aside and says, "Make way for the Lord Mayor." And as your father, Baron Jhaltero, enters the foyer, he says, "It's like, yes, Icar, what's going?" And his eyes kind of rest on them. He looks startled and then straightens himself out. "Oh, so Lord-Mayor Thrune, what a surprise!" He says, "Yes, I've settled in now, and I'm making my rounds to the noble families, because I have business to discuss with each of them, and it's now your turn, Baron Jhaltero. Is there somewhere perhaps we could speak in private?" And he's still fluttering and says, "Yes, the sitting room is right over this way. Would you care for any refreshments?" And he says, "Yes, I believe that The finest red wine you have should do us wonders. Of course. And he motions to one of the servants in the house, and who also, heard and scuttles off as fast as she can. He's like, and your father goes to the door to the study, cracks it open, and holds his hand and says, "After you, Lord Mayor. Thank you for your hospitality, Captain." And he walks in and takes a seat at one of the chairs inside and says, "Just the two of us. Close the door behind you, Lord Baron." So your father turns around, looks behind, and nods to Knox and to you, and then closes the door and goes to sit down. Knox moves to take a position in front of the door, and then turns around and kind of crosses her arm with her glaive somewhat cradled in her hand under her shoulder like this, and just kind of stares at you because you're still in here.
I'm going to stare back at her. I'm not going to leave. Icar will sort of try to step back away from the wall into the center of the room, and he's going to, wait to see what happens. He's going to look at Knox, the guard. He's going to comment, you were at the protest 2 weeks ago."
Her eyes have been narrowing as she kind of stares at you. Then they go wide a little bit. She goes, "Ah, that's where I recognize you from."
It wouldn't have been...
Yes, you're one of those little rabble-rousers, aren't you?
I was there to see what would happen.
Yes, and that...
The only rabble-rousing was caused when the Chelish citizens decided to start swinging knives at everyone.
I seem to recall you going about. I believe the chant was Kintarga for Kintargans.
Which seems fair enough to me. What would you know about that?
She unfolds her arms and walks towards you, and she's not being subtle about it. She just walks up and grabs you by the scruff of your shirt and says, "You have quite a mouth on you, young lord. You'd better watch that. I find that a lot of people who speak so openly have a tendency of disappearing these days."
This is our house. You wouldn't dare hurt me here.
She takes you by the scruff and throws you into one of the pillars of the foyer. It basically pins you there with her glaive, basically right up against your neck like this, and says, "Do you want to try me? Do you honestly believe that the Lord Mayor cares about such wimpy protections? You're fortunate that I only have my irritations to take out on you right now. Step softly, young lord, or else I can't guarantee what might happen to you." And at that point, there's a barking, "Oi!" from behind you, and suddenly there's a sword blade at Nox's neck from behind, touching her, and you can see a Katarina behind her with her saber out and says, "Proof or not, you are a bodyguard, Nox. Your charge towards the Lord Mayor is the same as my charge towards the young lord that you are pinning in his own home." Nox, still with her neck turned to the blade, turns into the blade as she turns around and stares at a Katarina, and there's a little bit of blood coming down from the cut in her neck. And you can see from behind, the curl of the side of her mouth as she sneers and says, "You're a glorified watchdog. Don't think that you have the same rights and power as I do." The Katarina is just unshaken and says, "I don't need the power that you have. Because frankly, you have none here. All you have is a glaive, which I must say is an unfortunate weapon for close-range combat. You could do better. In the meantime, release the young lord. I'm fairly certain
Fuck yeah.
you are simply a bodyguard, and I'm fairly certain that the Lord Mayor has an entire army lining up to take your position. You really want to throw it away by harassing the noble families?" There's silence as she, again, with her neck turned to the blade, turns back along it to stare at you again, Icar. And there is another fresh cut across her neck that is bleeding. And as she's staring at you, you see that the wound slowly knits together and heals as a slight bit of steam comes out from it.
Oh shit! This is some good storytelling.
Icar is sort of staring back intently with fire in his eyes, and as he sees the fast healing take hold, there is definitely a glint of fear included in that.
Yeah, she's like, that's what I wanted. All I wanted. And she takes the glaive off, and you kind of fall to the floor.
How big is this lady? Just so I'm trying to do this in my head.
She's about 6 feet tall.
Yeah, that's a big bitch.
And she's carrying a glaive, which is a reach weapon.
Oh, I know what a glaive is.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, but as you stand up, she kind of just out of nowhere backhands you, and then you slump to the floor again. And that's when you hear Nox! Because while all this has been going on, the door to the study opened. And you can see Baron Jhaltero and Barzillai Thrune staring at this entire situation. He says, Nox, this is unacceptable. You and I are going to have words about how to treat those when we are guests in their home. Fortunately, my business with the Baron was relatively short and has been taken care of. We are leaving now, and we will attend to the other noble houses later this week. You and I are going to have a little bit of a chat when we return to the Opera House. There is the small glint of fear that was in your eyes, Icar. There's a significantly larger glint of it in hers before she collects herself. I'm sorry, my Lord Mayor. My passions got the better of me. And that is why you are but a mere bodyguard. Baron Jhaltero, I apologize for my bodyguard's behavior towards your son. I will see to it that she learns her lesson. Your father is just kind of... He's keeping his mouth shut and just watching.
Right. No, Icar's keeping his mouth shut, too.
Yeah. Nox... And Barzillai takes the mace from his belt and starts patting it in his hand. I think it's time we left. Ladies first. And she basically slinks out the front door. And as she leaves, Barzillai Thrune looks down to you and offers you his hand to help you to your feet.
I will get on my feet, but I will not take his hand.
He holds the hand out like this, and when you don't, he kind of curls it back like... There's a fire in you, young Lord Jhaltero. I look forward to working with you and your family in the future, Baron, as he looks over his shoulder. Thank you for the wine. And he very, very pompously walks out the front door and closes it behind him.
Father, what does he want from us?
Apparently there are discussions about the glorious reclamation has been tearing through the Chelish heartlands, and some of their buildings are in need of repair, so he was... Apparently the Queen is in need of some additional shipments of stone, so he came to talk to me about us and our quarries. I told him that we had quite a surplus and would be happy to supply whatever fell within our surplus to whatever the Queen needs.
And he's going to pay us for it, right?
Yes, he's not paying us much, but he's doing his duty. He kind of grits his teeth while he says that.
Dude, you're not. He's not the one who's mined that stone.
It does not matter if he's not. It does not matter if he's the one who's mining it. He's the Queen's cousin. I do not wish to bring the entire Chelish military down upon us because we spat in his face. I will not do that to this family. He takes a deep breath in and then lets it out. And what a final course for dinner that was. Are you doing okay? Your neck is sore and you can feel the bruise starting to form on your cheek.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me, Father. I'm worried about you. I'm worried about him. He hasn't harassed us before.
To be fair, this wasn't harassment. He honestly was speaking in his capacity as a Lord Mayor. The only harassment is coming from that brute of a bodyguard he totes about.
I'm not talking about him coming. I'm not talking about him coming to the house. I'm talking about the proclamations. Everything else in the city.
Proclamations are an unfortunate necessity of martial law. We hate them. They are invasive in all manner, but
how does it keep people more safe if they can't have mint tea in their homes?
Perhaps we should expand your studies to include the theories of cult of personality. Because sometimes if someone with enough clout says something, others start to believe it, whether it's factual or otherwise. I honestly don't know why he chose to do that.
Well, as long as you're okay,
I never said I was okay, but I will not let my actions put all of you at risk. Just whatever Nox's issue was with you, please don't give her any more reason. The last thing we need is the Dotari breaking down the door and taking my son away from me.
All right. I promise you that she will have no reason to bother Icar. She'll have no reason to bother me.
Thank you for that. Just being in that man's presence, I feel wrong.
Is it true what they say? That he's also a priest of Asmodeus at the same time as being a Thrune?
High Inquisitor of Asmodeus. As far as I can tell, he's one of the only Thrunes to be that high in the church and the house at the same time. He wields immense power in two houses, the house of his god and the house of his family. That's why I step carefully around him and those he associates with.
Well, I don't suppose there's really anything we can do by ourselves, is there?
No. When martial law is finished, I'm sure that his restrictions on the city will lighten up. Perhaps he'll even be recalled to Agorian once this nonsense with the reclamation is finished.
And what if it doesn't finish? What if this is what it's like for the rest of, for years, for decades?
At some point, Thrune will step over a line that not even the noble houses will be able to support. Not even those who openly support his house. It's just a matter of waiting for the right time. And once he makes that overstep, then we will assert our authority against him. But until that happens, we speak no more of this. It's a dangerous topic.
But Father...
Icar. Please. Just let me handle this. And stop staying out after curfew. You've already missed enough lessons for 1 week. I'm aware of your little dust-up Katerina told me about. I know you can...
Icar's gonna roll his eyes over at her.
I promised I wouldn't tell your mother.
It was no big deal.
I know it was no big deal. You survived, but I would rather not it be a deal at all.
Okay.
At the very least, your studies and your practices are very important, especially in these times where the streets are so dangerous. I want you to promise me that you will not lose sight of them, chasing down these little wild fantasies you seem to have these days.
It's not a fantasy. The city of Kintargo needs more than just stone and silver and secrets.
I'm aware, but we are not the people to provide that. We provide the silver and the stone.
Icar's gonna puff up his chest and inhale, and then he's gonna, look sternly. He'll say, "Yes, father."
All right. I think we all need to. I think we all just need to go in to turn in early tonight. I think that bastard's visit has just upset us all. I'm sorry for raising my voice.
I'm sorry that I provoked the bodyguard lady.
It's okay to be passionate. It's not okay to let those passions get those that you care about harmed. And I want you to make sure to take care of yourself as well. There's no need to set yourself on fire to keep the rest of us warm, as they say in the Heartlands.
It's not... Yes, father.
I'm going to go retire for the evening. Katerina, could you see what you can do about his cheek? It's turning purple. I'll do what I can, my lord. Thank
Icar
you.
will go and touch it and wince a little bit. Ah.
Let me put it this way. If I had rolled, physical damage against you, it's if this hadn't been non-lethal, that feels like it might have been about 5 points of damage.
Damn, she hit that bitch.
No,
all right.
Seriously, the amount of strength that she put into that, you think that she could match Sugtok in an arm wrestling contest.
So this Nox chick, just metagame. This Nox chick is bad as fuck, is what the deal is.
I also remind you that in the very first session, you saw someone throw a dagger into her neck and she pulled it out.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. She was like, "Who the fuck?"
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Okay. Icar will go back and he'll sort of stride back to his room after being attended to, wincing as Ekaterina puts some salve on his cheek. It's still gonna bruise.
Uh-huh. And she says, "Just remember, the next time you're pinned like that, you can always get someone by getting their knees."
Do you really think she would have done something?
I've seen her type before. She's new to any sort of position of authority, and it's going to her head. Being personal bodyguard to the Lord-Mayor is, it's not a nothing position.
I just don't understand why she, why anyone lets Barzillai walk all over this whole city.
Well, his boots were made for walking.
Well, martial law and the Queen's edicts.
Well, you and Mother came from Nadal. It's worse there, right?
Which is
everyone worships San Kuthan. It's a place of darkness and misery.
Yes, which is why, to be perfectly honest, that seemed perfectly reasonable and manageable in my experience. She's just a brute, and she's just a bully. Like your father said, one day Barzillai will overstep his bounds, and I'm fairly certain she just overstepped hers. I don't think you'll have anything to fear from her for a little while. But if you see her out and about, just turn and walk away.
Well, why would I be any place that she would be? Icar will say, sort of.
People,
You know.
people still shop. And if the Lord Mayor is going to be going about the rest of the noble houses over the course of this next week, odds are you'll see her here in the greens again. Stay inside.
I'll be sure to give her a wide berth.
Thank you.
Do I really have to stay inside the whole week?
No, not the whole week, just most of it. At least that would put a great ease on my burdens and your parents.
It's not like I go all over the city. If you needed to find me, I can tell you where I am.
Well, at the very least, let me take care of this shiner you've got. It's going to be very obvious for the next couple of days. She puts another round of salve on it, and again, you wince, but it's not nearly as bad.
Okay.
And basically the rest of the evening fizzles as it's like the fade to black, as that's how your evening ends.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Narrating the editing, I dig it. Nice dissolve.
All right.
That was fucking hardcore. I don't even care that took like half an hour. That was fucking sick.
All right. Because that's what happens when your backstory comes with A, noble family, and B, a lot of NPCs. But it is now the 1st of Gozrin. It is the next month.
Next month. Woo!
And it's now morning. Since we just had a long period of time with Icar, how is your guys' morning going?
I'm gonna wait till everyone gets to the nest before I tell you how my morning is going.
I cleaned up my place. I got rid of all the body parts. Showered, changed clothes, and then I'm heading to the nest.
All right. Just make yourself as fresh as possible.
Yep.
Ravioli, ravioli, give me the formuoli.
I woke up, did my morning stretches, checked my notes from the previous evening, and wrapped up my bag and headed out for the day.
Metagame real quick, since Tim's character is in canon taking notes about everything that happens, is he technically allowed to be referenced as like an encyclopedia of what we've done?
You can always ask him, hey, have you written down in your notes blah about this thing?
Okay, cool. Sorry.
And if it's and depending on how detailed his things are, and since he's a chronicler, I figure he's going for the minutia and everything.
And then Flickie ripped the bolt out of Sugtok's stomach. Like that kind of shit.
Yeah, that might be a bit too detailed, but as far as as far as like, hey, 2 months ago when we were doing this thing, how did that go? You could ask that. Yes.
Okay, I dig it.
Yes. I can filter the responses through him in character.
Okay, cool.
All right, Tib'resh, what does your morning look like? Going through your notes and anything else?
Stretches.
Yeah, morning stretches. I am also going to take a quick look into the small book that I have of my my monastery's doctrine, which I will fleshing out details for.
Okay.
But I'm taking a look at it, centering myself for the day, and going out to meet up with my friends, see what's going on.
All right. So you were at your house all night? Or were you
Yes, I stayed in for the evening, and was writing for the evening.
Okay. So everybody
Lit
actually
up a candle, put on some Barry White, just started writing notes.
Okay. Just making sure I know where everybody is, but yes. So you all, I'm not entirely sure what Roger's morning looks like. I'll get to him in a second, but the three of you converge on the coffee house.
I'm already there, baby.
I know, but so it takes a lot shorter time for you to do that.
Okay. So they walk into the nest and they hear me go, "That's not a moose. That's my wife!" And all the dudes in the bunks are like, "Ah!" Like coffee and biscuit bits spraying everywhere.
Yes.
Like we obviously had a cool sleepover.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys show up to the nest. Icar, what does your morning look like?
Icar's gonna get up and eat breakfast, which is sort of a silent affair. Everyone at the table is just sort of nervously sitting there.
Yes, there's an obvious cast over the meal.
Except for Jean, the youngest, who's just a kid, doesn't really have any kind of filter. After that, Icar will head over to the coffee shop. He'll leave the house. He's got a bandage over his the side of his cheek. He's still got also little bruise marks around his neck where he got grabbed.
He got grabbed and held by a glaive for several minutes.
Yeah. And we're going to take the long way around. He's making sure he doesn't run into Nox. It's very unlikely that he would, but he's kind of spooked at the moment.
And rightly so. Okay.
And then he will head to the coffee shop,
Yeah, so like what you take the long way. Oh shit, that's the wrong thing. So yeah, you take like the long way here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just checking. All right. So yeah. So you come into the coffee shop. You guys are down in the nest. You said.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Because they came in on my sick ass punchline.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. Laria tells you good morning before she sees the band-aid. Says, "Lord, what happened to you?"
It's nothing.
Certainly looks like something.
Is everyone else?
Yeah, everyone else is. Yeah. How's the other guy look?
Better.
She is probably not doing well right now, but not because of me.
Uh-huh. You know what? It's probably better if I don't ask for the details. Yeah, just get on. I'll send down some coffee for you soon.
Thank you.
Also, when I made that joke, the Tengu sisters were all like,
Well, three of them were. One of them's a bit on the young side.
oh, yeah, she doesn't get it, and we tell her she'll understand what
I don't get it.
You weren't there.
Yeah, you don't.
Icar comes down the ladder into the nest, and he's walking sort of a little stiffly.
Well, then I noticed that
big-ass
Icar got
bandit.
his fucking ass beat because I could see that, and I'm like, dude, what's going on, man? Trouble at home? Because he's now in the nest, right? Like we're not
Yes.
worried about NPCs hearing stuff.
He has arrived.
Okay, I asked him what the fuck happened.
Thrune is making a round of the noble houses.
Oh shit! What kind? Like, what's the deal?
Father just said he was asking for materials. He's still got that bodyguard with him, and she.
Oh, that big lady from the protest?
Yes, from the protests. She and I. Well, she recognized me from the protests too.
Uh-oh.
I guess I should have just kept my mouth shut.
I can see how that ended. Are you okay?
I don't know. I'm really starting to think that the more that I get seen with you guys here at the nest and about, I don't know. It seems like it's so much more of a big risk now.
Ooh. I toss him the shiniest, reddest apple on our tray, and I'm like, I don't know what to say.
Make an attack roll. No, I'm kidding.
I chuck it at his fucking head.
Slice the apple. Let's not talk about that.
Fair enough.
Sugtok, Tib'resh, good morning.
Morning.
I guess let's talk about where we are with things.
Well, as far as I can tell, we are balls deep in this red Jill shit.
I did hear, as I was dropping the bodies off at the crematorium, they told me the majority of these Jills are in the Temple Hill area, just north of the market. Usually they don't travel in squads bigger than 4 to 5 people, because that keeps the Thrune off their back. So I think we can take any of them that might be moving around.
Well, let's step back a bit. So what are all the leads that we have that we can consider?
I have them written down. We have Shensen, the opera house lady who's anti-government and has been missing since the Night of Ashes. We have the Red Jills, and we are halfway through discovering what's going on with the slasher in the Devil's Nursery.
Okay. Well,
I like
for the slasher, I think for now at least,
We've kind of figured that out.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any more attacks for a while until someone notices. I guess until whoever put the body there notices that they stop.
I think if we can get to the leader of the Red Jills and tell her, listen, we have mutual enemies, why don't we stop infighting? If we can bring them into the fold, they could be a valuable ally against Thrune.
Well, let me counter with. I think that there's a lot of other things that we need to do that aren't necessarily lead related.
My vote goes with what does Icar want to do right now? Because honestly, I had a great night with all these dudes. They seem to be doing better. Turns out Max, hilarious guy. Wait, what was the
Well,
leader's name?
we ran into the problem with the bodies first of all, and I think if we start exploring the sewer connection we have here, if it really does connect to the city sewers,
That's true.
That-
The underground shit.
then I think that would be a good place to start to try to figure out moving around the city more covertly. I just don't feel comfortable doing our stuff in the open anymore.
Because I didn't
If they-
discover
if they
anything
see me
other than
again-
footprints when I was exploring the sewer, right? Like I didn't find any exit points or anything. DM.
Well, you found those reptilian footprints.
I said other than the footprints.
Oh, that other than that, not in the short amount of time that you were down there.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
you went
true.
like an hour one way and an hour back.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do we
I-
want to go as one group, or should we split up?
Well,
I don't know. Let's
sewers
ask
are-
Forvian. He's the leader of a mercenary crew. What do we think his expert opinion is? Forvian is the leader of the dudes in the bunks.
I see. Did you sleep in his bunk?
No, I slept on the floor on my disc, so we're good. I put a really comfy pillow.
I see. I mean, we can get an idea from, Forvian and from the Fushi sisters, but if they're not on active assignment, I don't think
That's fair. I just figured, it's the four of us. We're down here in the nest. We also have the opinion of a leader of a band of mercenaries and the opinion of the oldest sister who's been able to hide.
Well,
and-
the sewers are also watered, right? Like, it's
Yes.
not like we can just walk around them. So we need a boat down here. And then once we've got a boat, it's probably not going to make sense to split up. So we'll just start traversing the sewers via canoe or raft or boat or whatever.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's got walkways on two sides and a water canal channel thing down the middle.
So that's what I think we should do, is until we have a better idea of the map of the connection to the sewers we have, I think it would be best if we just laid low a bit from above the city. And I don't know if it's a good idea for me to do anything in public
Sorry, that was for Garrett.
for a while.
I almost just spit beer onto this laptop. I'm glad I didn't. But I agree with Icar. He seems to be, next to Tib'resh, pretty much the most level-headed of the four of us.
Do we know anyone that works with wood, with carpentry, who might be able to make us a boat? Do we have a
Shut
boat?
the fuck up. It's the fucking Icar's girlfriend. Dude, she can make wood stuff.
She's a wood carver for like small sculptures and like
Yeah, I
things.
don't
She's
think
not
she's
a
a-
carpenter.
Oh, she does like fucking like
She
like
does. She
just
does the
make
kind. She does the
knives
kind
and
of
shit.
thing that Grandma would buy at the antique store. She doesn't make boats.
Oh, so
All of her,
definitely.
all of her sculptures were just dildos.
Yeah,
A
like,
house full of them.
it's like in Big Mouth, the shame monster that collects like Nazi
Yeah.
dildos.
You've
Just
got a friend in me.
Gross.
Wasn't there something already down here? Can you take us to the nest map real quick?
Yeah, sure. Hold on.
Yeah, there was a little there was the alligator monster's hole.
Oh, I just got. Wait, is this? Where's the fucking?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So really quick, DM, in here where I'm indicating is where all the bunks and shit are, right?
Correct. That's the bunkhouse.
Cool. And then someone wrote sewer. Very nice. Okay, well,
Yeah, there's a dock down here, but there's no boat.
yeah.
Laria mentioned when you guys are moving things into and out of the wasp nest when you first set up shop down here, that she used it and that little connection to the sewer to send, halfling slaves off and out and or receive shipments of some sort as a middleman.
So the sewers are big enough to hold a small vessel.
Yes, usually about maybe the size, like no bigger than say a kayak, like a modern day kayak.
Okay, so we wouldn't be able to do like a 4-man craft.
So we need individual boats.
Or the most you could have is maybe a 2-person boat or canoe. If
Okay.
you're gonna go
As
this route.
people who live in Kintargo, I don't know if we have to roll for this or whatever, but would we know the basic cost of like a 2-man vessel?
Core rulebook, where are you?
We're also like a shipping town, so there's got to be fishing boats for sale.
Yeah, I was about to say we live in a coastal
Oh, yeah.
city.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
there's got to be.
What you were probably thinking of is Tenebrae's little boat that got impounded on his little night.
No.
excursion.
What I'm thinking about is fucking like. Well, yes, obviously he had that, but what I'm thinking about is like a little. It doesn't need a sail, nothing like that. Like it would be almost like a 2-man kayak. You know what I mean? Like a person with a paddle
It's
and then
just-
another
it's like
person
a
with
kayak
paddle.
with 2 butt spots.
It looks like a rowboat is about 50 gold
Bicycle
pieces.
boats.
A rowboat that seats how many? 2, you said?
Yeah.
Shit, baby. Okay, well then I pitched to the group that maybe we find a way to buy a couple rowboats and get them in here without drawing it to. Oh my god, I have.
I feel like we
Holy
have.
shit.
I feel like we have the money for 2 rowboats now.
I have a lot of money. I have 337 gold. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we can get some boats, but how are we going to get our boats into our restaurant into the basement without someone noticing?
Yeah, that's the problem. So I guess we'll need to explore the sewer on foot, but to see if we can find an access point.
Should we just pick a direction and head out?
Probably
yeah,
a bit more of
yeah,
a plan than that.
Well, here's the thing. You guys don't need to do the minutia of such a thing. If you guys just want to say, like, on downtime, we spend all day today exploring the sewers and creating a map, you can do that, and that'll be your day, and then you can...
What's happening? Sorry, I'm so sorry. I really had to peel.
I was discussing to them that you don't need the minutia of, Luke, bring up the sewer map or something, and you guys have me map out every single corner for you. I'm just saying that you could use your downtime days, like, we spend all day today exploring the sewers, and the next 3 days...
Because we're gonna have a number of days between weeks.
With
I'm gonna
the
spend
boats
time
I'm doing that we're
until
talking
we
about,
find
right?
an access point. I want to spend time looking for one to get boats in.
Dillon, you stepped away for long enough then to realize the issue is getting rowboats into the restaurant, down the ladder, and in here without being noticed.
Well, couldn't we do it at night?
It's less a
Like
matter.
leave the rowboat on the
Martial
side
law
of
and
the
a curfew.
Imagine if you walk. Imagine if you walk into a Starbucks with a rowboat and then ask them, "Hey, do you mind if I take this into the back room?"
Can I
But we're friends with the owner. That's the thing.
It's not a matter of what the owner sees.
It's what everyone else sees.
That's why I said at night. Like, but
It's
curfew,
martial
fuck.
law. There's a curfew.
So yeah, if we just want to take like today and see how much of the sewer we explore.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's split it into 2, because I think with 2 people in each party, we can either A, run away from a battle effectively, or B, take care of like one creature or assess that we need to run away. And then we can, like, instead of just all of us just, holding torches and going down the sewer, we can, kind of do like a split approach.
Luke said we can use just like say we're spending this day exploring the sewers and kind of roll for an encounter.
Oh, perfect. If we don't have to do the minutia, then let's just do it.
Yeah, basically what would happen is I would roll and see if there's an encounter today, and if there is, I would come up with a map for it.
Do you want us to is someone to have each pair roll survival just to make sure we don't get lost?
Or do you guys want to bring like chalk or charcoal and mark the way home?
I was gonna try to rope a path to the.
You don't have that much rope.
I was about to say rope
Sure.
is like comes in intervals of 50 feet, and that's 50 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm thinking I should take me and Sugtok. Or no, wait, shit, we don't have to do that. Yeah, let's just spend the day exploring, and then I will, since I have bunches of ink for writing in my spellbook and stuff. I can do not ink in the dark. That's not going to work. But I did use charcoal to draw that fucking
you could just
picture, so I can mark X's.
You could just go to a market and buy chalk. I mean, for fuck's sake, there were at least 2 fucking schools in this town.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. I went to one of those schools. That's right.
Gentlemen, let's get a little bit of spelunking gear. Me back in no time, and go and pick up. I want different color chalks so we can
easy
places we'll turn right, we'll make a red X. Places we would turn left, we'll make a green X.
Sure, that works for me.
Simple enough, so if we're traversing back, we know where to go.
Can we just stack
you're able to
having
find
to go talk to the chalk dealer?
You're able to find 3 separate colors of chalk beyond the usual white. Basically, just pigment and stuff.
Okay,
paints.
So we buy the chalk.
Rudy's got the chalk.
Flickie, you get to pay for the chalk.
Sorry, what's up?
You're paying for the chalk and the torches.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll get those on the way. How much?
If you want to outfit yourself with a significant chunk of torches and chalk, torches actually have a fucking. Well, it depends on you because you've got your dancing light spell and Flickie's got his.
Yeah, I
light
don't need a
spell.
torch. I'm good to go.
But I want to get.
I need one personally.
I want to get.
You have
probably
dark vision, don't you?
12 torches just to kind of plant in places around the sewer, as markers.
Because I assume there's sconces along the way, right?
Yeah, but they're
someone
not
built these tunnels.
They're not gonna last very long. A torch is gonna last.
Oh, yeah,
maybe,
Not a magic torch.
maybe
It's not a
3 to
video
5
game either.
hours.
Then I'll get one
Yeah, it's
torch.
not-
A torch
video
burns for
game.
1 hour.
Nope.
Oh,
Don't want
okay.
10. Want one.
No, you want
So-
2 or 3.
Why?
We're gonna be doing this.
We're
all
going to be in
day.
here for more than an hour.
I will let you know that a torch is a copper piece.
Okay?
Low light.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fucking go out, and I'm going to get a fucking big-ass pack of torches for the nest as a whole.
Okay,
I am
okay, hold
going-
on, DM. I'm going to say that for the amount of chalk you want to get for this venture, I'll say that 2 silver will cover it for the entirety of you for your bundle bulk purchase.
I got it.
And 1 copper per torch, buy as necessary.
Okay, I spent the 2 silver to get the necessary chalk. That is on me, because I have a fuck ton of money right now. Okay, and then you said each torch is 1 copper.
Correct.
Then I spend 5 silver to get 50 torches in a crate at the nest, and we can distribute them as necessary for this adventure. So I now have 4 copper, 10 silver, and 337 gold.
I'm shopping with him, right?
If you want.
Sure. I just went out to get a bulk order of torches.
All right, we got the chalk, we got the torches, we got the time.
And I love you.
I love you too.
Let's do the thing.
Let's do the thing. Yeah, we got the shit.
All right. I've already rolled for your first day, and fortunately, no sewer encounters.
Okay.
So you're able to start your mapping of the sewers for today.
So at the end of this first day, how much, what percentage of the sewage system would you say that we are estimating that we're able to map per day?
Also, how many torches got used? Because I don't need one.
Well, if
don't
a
need
torch lasts 1 hour, it's going to be real easy to tell how long you were down there in each excursion.
Okay.
Assuming we're doing 8-hour days.
So I would assume that I'm using my light and someone is using a torch. That means 8 torches were probably used today.
I'd like to offer, if I can, dancing light.
Well, no, I'm just using light at the back of the pack, and whoever's at the front is using a torch, so we don't need an in-between light.
Well, no. Well, here's the thing: light the light spell gives off light as a torch. You have to refresh it every 20 minutes because you're level 2.
but it's a fucking
And
cantrip.
dancing lights creates 4 little glowing balls of light, which basically act as multiple torches. The only person who would really need a torch is Icar if he goes off on his own, because Tib'resh has dark vision as an orc, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I do.
So we're only using 1 torch, so that means 8 torches over the course of the 8 hours, right?
Essentially, yeah.
Use the torch if it's got a light spell on it. We only.
I think it doesn't hurt if everybody has a torch. Like, we have a light spell, we have dancing lights. Icar will gladly use a torch on his own.
Okay, because Tim can see in the dark, me and Garrett can use light spells, and
so
you need a
Icar will
torch.
use the 8, and you'll just light your torch every hour.
Okay.
I'll continue refreshing dancing lights into a glowing person near us.
Whoever is... Okay,
Vision range.
I need a survival check, and I don't care who makes it.
Wait, who's got the metagame? Who's got good at
I'm
survival?
shit at survival.
Is
I
anyone
ain't shit at survival, baby.
who's put
I get +4.
do we need to be trained to do this check?
No.
Okay, well, I've got +5 because I have 1 rank in it, so I'll also roll it.
Nice.
Okay. So is that... I'm sorry, I blinked and kind of blue screened for a second. That 21 was yours, Tib'resh?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone else making one?
It already smells like sin in here.
I made 1.
You've been home for 10 minutes.
Dillon, mute yourself.
Oh, I thought I did.
I made 1. It's a 19.
Okay. So with that, with 1 day mapping out the sewers,
I also made a knowledge engineering check to try to examine the structure and design of the sewers as we're going through them.
okay. But I'll say that over the course of a day, and I basically just circled the area, sort of, that it looks like you made with that particular check today. Can you see it up there? It's the orange circle.
Okay,
Where are we at? Where are we looking?
Northern Targo.
by the coffee house.
Oh, I'm super zoomed. Is it in the north part of the city?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
While we were going about, did we see any surface access?
You did not, actually. Oh, hold on a second. There we go. That's why. Sorry, I found in the thing why you guys couldn't see the nameplates, because do you see the one that says hideout now?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I figured it out. They kept changing shit. Yeah, but that's how much
So
you get done with 1 day.
We didn't see any surface access.
Not in this immediate area, no.
Okay.
But you also notice that the area that overlaps with the park is a little bit devoid of actual sewer tunnels.
Okay.
It's like while you're mapping it out, it's like there's this big area where the tunnels just don't seem to go. Oh, wait, there's a park up there.
Okay. As we start to wrap up for the day, Icar will let everyone know that he spent about a week basically ignoring the normal study shit he's supposed to do. So if we're going to spend some time doing sewers, he's probably going to take every other day and actually go do the classes that he's supposed to.
Hey, I got a metagame question real quick. I'm looking at the Kintargo map and I see the 1,200 foot measurer. Is that legit only how big the city is? Like, it's only a couple thousand feet across?
Just about, yeah. I mean,
Damn, okay. I thought that was on accident. This puts it into a whole new perspective for me.
Let me put it... I got the map, and this particular map has none of the, printed, names or anything on it. And that includes the 0 and the 1,200 on the measurement thing, so I had to resupply that myself.
Oh, so this city is a lot smaller than I originally thought.
Yeah, I mean, remember, this is still medieval times.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. It just puts it in perspective for me. Continue with what you guys were talking about.
Yeah, so Icar is basically saying that when he's going to be spending some time studying on his downtime days, while you guys are going to be spending some downtime researching the sewers and whatnot.
I actually one sec.
Yeah, and
I'm
I'm saying that downtime is anything that's not actively following any of the leads you've got.
That's fair. What I want to do is I want to take those fucking sinews to Rexus.
Okay.
See if
Rexus is down there in his little office area in the corner of the storehouse area, and he's still working on translating that massive pile of Silver Raven documentation from the livery.
I'm going to leave the sinews with Rex and explain the situation as to we know what language this is. It would be helpful if maybe you could, either A, translate this shit, or B, outsource to help translate this shit, because me, Tib'resh, and Sugtok are exploring the sewers.
Rexus looks at it and says, well, that's a brilliant idea, except for the fact that I don't speak this language.
Fuck!
And I'm not sure who to outsource this to. I mean, Aklo's not a language that, everybody speaks. It barely even qualifies as an elective at the academy.
Damn, okay. At the academy. You said barely qualifies. Would someone at the academy, you think, know how to speak this?
Someone might, but I'm not entirely sure who would, because...
Don't worry about it.
Aklo is spoken by evil beings. And
I put it back in my pocket, and I say I will take care of it. I have to go help search the sewers with the home.
Aklo is spoken by evil beings, he says, in a diabolic city.
He goes, it's only spoken by evil ones.
And Rex,
but okay, so I put the sinews back, and I go back downstairs. What is happening on the map right now?
Sorry. People are fucking around with the range finding.
Where is that? Is that on the ruler one?
Yeah, it's the ruler. You do it. You do it, and then you right click, and then it makes a pivot point.
So you do it, and then you. Oh, what? Wait a minute. This is so weird on a laptop. Jesus fucking Christ! Nope, not working for me. All right. Okay, cool. So now the three of us are exploring sewers, while Icar is being the good little boy that he has to be at the moment at the house. Correct?
Yeah, Icar, you take care of your classes. We'll handle delving in the sewers. Keep up with yours. We'll send you a raven if something happens.
Send me a raven if something happens.
And with Icar gone, we don't need torches.
Also true. And Rexus is letting you know when you're talking to him that he's making good progress on translating the documents, and he should have something for you by the time your next Silver Raven meeting is, which would be this coming at the end of the week.
Okay.
All right, well, let's explore some more sewers, dude.
All right, okay, so...
Wait, before we do that, I bring down a full tray of Laria's scones for us, the Tengu sisters, the homeboys to all eat, so we have like a big old family meal so we can bond a little bit.
Okay.
And I pay Laria for them, which I assume costs like 5 copper or some shit for the tray?
Yeah, just about.
Okay, cool. So I'll throw her a silver and be like, hey, you know what it is, and I'll carry the tray downstairs. So now I have 9. Well, I'll put 8 and then get 10 copper.
Got it, Roger.
I didn't say that. Wait, he whispered.
Okay. Yeah, Roger whispered, and it's just faster for me to say okay.
That is fair.
All right, and with him at studies and you guys still doing the sewers, that means it's now the next day's thing, which means it's now wheel day. Okay, yeah, it's in the journal under the calendar explained, but the days of the week are Sunday, Moon Day, Toil Day, Wheel Day, Oath Day, Fire Day.
Oh, so it's Wednesday.
And Star Day, yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, in character, they would definitely be using these things, like Icar's sister did about the impending...
Oath Day or whatever?
Yeah.
No. All right, so shit. So the three of us are exploring the sewers.
Yeah.
We didn't need to use any of our stockpile of torches because our only non-magic pussy is fucking doing his studies.
You're lucky.
So,
I rolled the same percentage that I did for the last one, so again, no encounter.
All right, how much more do we explore?
Excuse me while I scoot back on over there. Because I was looking at the calendar part on the actual page here.
Because, I mean, honestly, we could literally just ride out this session expanding our sewer knowledge because we're going to need these access points.
Okay, let's say that...
That's where I'm at, is we need a quick in for...
Even if it's only in this northern section of the city for now, like, we need ins and outs.
Another jump point in this city.
Of the three of you, make me another survival check.
Who's got bonuses on survival?
Shit. No, I'm a 1, I think.
I'm a 0 on survival. I think Tim.
I don't have
Tim, I can't hear you.
anything in it.
Sorry, you said survival was untrained?
Yeah, for this particular purpose, yes. You're not really you're not trying to like survive as a word. It's just a way of like mapping out.
Oh, you chunky monkey.
19.
Nice.
Okay. I will say that with that, you get to add this section onto it.
Okay, cool.
Do we have any access points?
You think that there's like a small grate or something in like the where's the fucking there it is.
Oh, Ollie, you smell
Yeah.
like farts, bro.
Right around here, this little like corner here next to the Alabaster Academy. You think that there's a ladder of some sort that's going up there. It goes to one of like a closed like manhole cover type situation.
Okay, I go and check. I check it.
It's a locked manhole cover.
Oh, it's locked. Oh, well.
Oh yeah, it's sewer access, and the government's got to keep that under lock and key.
Do I not have an unlock spell? No, I don't.
Knock is loud as hell.
Okay, fair enough. Do we want to just repeat? Do we want to go to the next day?
That's up to you guys.
That's why I'm asking the guys. Icar, or Roger, this is you as
Yeah.
well. Do you want to...
I'd be down to keep exploring until we can find a way in and out. Way to
Okay.
get outside.
Yeah, I guess, on Oath's Day, it'll be the day.
Oh, because you have to do that thing.
Well, that's next Oath Day.
Oh, it's next
Yeah,
week.
that's next Oath Day.
Yeah, there are actually X's on the calendar. I have provided the calendar for scheduling reasons in game.
Okay, well then, it's a smash cut of fucking an 80s montage of Icar, like, studying, like, really heavily, and then it cuts to us exploring more sewer. Do you guys want to explore in a specific direction by any chance? Because I assume we can do that.
Yeah, because that's actually what I did for last time. I actually rolled a d4 and says, okay, 2. That's east.
Oh, okay, well then if that's how you're doing it, fucking send it.
Well, why don't we try to get to...
I want to get more down from where that access point was. I'd like to go down more.
Like south?
Yeah, more south if we can.
Like in this
Or
area.
under the academy?
This area.
we can try over here. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then if we loop back around and we just make, like, a circuit
Yep.
park.
Like we don't need to try
Stay
to
like that with your
park
pivot
too
point.
much
Oh
there.
wait, never mind, I got it.
By right-clicking, yeah.
Yeah, that green arrow.
Okay, you know what? Hold on a second. I'm just going to make this easier for you guys. Hold on.
Uh-oh, he's making it easier.
Oh, I was gonna say we could split up and try and see if there's something towards the Jhaltero estate, something towards the noble district, that there might be a way in. Make it easier for Icar to get here.
No, it disappears! That was the perfect penis.
I am so glad I wasn't looking at that.
Okay.
I think that's a great idea, Tib'resh, that finding a way to get to Icar's estate is the wisest thing we can do.
That's not a bad
Oh.
idea.
Weren't we trying to, like, find a way to get...
If
over
we can find an access point that is both good for us to get something in
And near the estate.
the sewer and near your estate, we're knocking out two
Well,
birds.
I thought our main thing was trying to find access to the river so we can get a boat in here and do this faster.
It is.
Right, for the last 2 days we've been trying that, but we need to decide on a direction.
Yeah, well, there's no way for us to know what direction we're going underground because we don't have compasses yet.
Do we want to buy a compass?
Wait, do compasses exist?
There is a spell called No Direction, which lets you know north.
I should have discern north. Hold on.
Hi, Morgan.
I don't remember if I...
As a follower.
As a fault, then I wanted to make that a thing.
I'm pretty certain that compasses exist at this tech level.
Okay, whatever. The red X right there is where you found your sewer entrance.
Okay, so what do we do? What are we doing?
That's up to you guys.
Well,
Well, I'm asking
the
them.
water is this way. My house
It's also south from the hideout. Like
I'm
we could
also,
also.
I'm also going to let you guys know that those survival checks I've been having you make is remembering. Okay, so we know that climbing down from the ladder in the coffee house that way is north, which means that way going into the sewers is west, and then keeping track of all the turns.
Okay.
Someone needs to be actually physically mapping this.
Tim, that's you. You are the scribe.
That's literally what you do, bro.
That is not what a scribe does.
You write stuff down. Write down directions.
That is not what a scribe does. It
I
is
know a
not.
cartographer makes maps, but you can at least say, we turned right. We turned left.
I have skills of making maps, and I can keep a general idea. I don't have the skill of making.
And then
maps.
you write down your notes, and we know that I can draw, so then I draw your notes. Huh? I'm not even kidding, huh?
If you guys are only spending 8 hours a day, scrounging around the sewers, the rest of the day, as it were, could be you guys collaborating
2
to
to
make
4
a map.
hours of map collab.
That's fair. We could do that at night before bed or whatever. Okay, well then, do we want to do another sewer day?
Sure, and Roger, yes. With the usual gather information.
Okay.
Ooh, is he gathering information while we're doing shit? Wait, don't tell me. I don't know because my character doesn't know that. I gotta pee. 1 sec.
Yes, Roger, you find one.
But I am down for sewer exploration if that leads into the 30 seconds I'm gone.
All right. Well, then I'll bring that the next day that I am gonna hang out with them, which is not gonna be Fire Day. It's gonna be Star Day, since I was with them on Oath Day.
Well, it's okay. Star Day is Silver Raven Meeting Day.
I was about to say, I think I'm spending Fire Day doing classes.
All right.
Fire Day, Star Day.
Sleeping through a lecture. The fluctuation of stone prices in the 45th century.
Exactly. College, just as boring in fantasy games as it is in real life.
All right, Luke. I do want to be precise with you.
Garrett's smiling. That means something saucy happened.
Do we make checks in order to, is there a certain accuracy of our map that we have to, is it difficult to make a map? Is what I'm asking.
Let's call it a craft check.
Craft, not knowledge,
track,
hearing, or
Bresh, keep track of your footsteps until we turn, and then we discern length. We make a scale, and then I can draw such map.
I got a little bit of craft. Can I try to assist?
Oh, I have a 9 on crafting. Do you want me to roll?
You're trained in crafting?
Okay,
Yeah,
but like,
I'm a wizard. I make shit.
Yeah, well,
which crafting?
Here's that. Usually, when you say craft, you have to choose something for it. But a generic craft check is just basically what I'm considering an untrained.
Oh, so
something.
these
I rolled
craft
23 on craft. Oh wait, I didn't realize that.
windows.
Yeah, hold on.
Wait.
A second. Like if you want to specialize, for example, a blacksmith would have craft blacksmithing, or an alchemist would have craft alchemy, or for example, Zaya has craft woodworking.
Why did Icar have 2 diplomacy rolls?
Because he's gathering information.
Okay, fair enough. But
So if I'm gonna pick 3 crafts, one of them's gonna be making instruments, etc.
Well, yeah. The thing is you put ranks into different crafts. Like when you put a rank into the craft skill, you're only putting a rank into the craft skill for that
specific
craft.
Yeah, but a general craft check is even a kid at school has arts and crafts day, so nothing that you can make with an unfocused craft skill will ever be anywhere close to what a trained professional in that particular craft can do. But for the sake of just having something, yes, you can make. That's how I'm ruling.
okay, but so I rolled that. What is that?
What did you say you rolled again?
Well, yeah, you said craft. I got shit. Was it 23 or 24?
I heard a 3. I just didn't know what the first.
Okay, it was 23. I rolled a 23 on craft.
It's not that hard to find grid paper out in town, so it's not that hard to basically use it to sketch. Okay, if I assume that this particular square is 5 feet, it'll be just like one of the battle maps we've been fighting things on, and so So this particular turn is 15 feet this way. It's about 12 feet, so this one's going to come inside the box a little bit because it's a little bit narrow. And you're able to finagle a map as you do this.
Cool.
It's not 100% accurate, but
it's
again,
close enough.
But most maps back then aren't. They don't have satellite precision in this day and age.
Okay. So what are we doing now?
Day 3 would be you guys wanted to do more stuff because Icar basically said that he's going to show back up again on Star Day, which is the Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah. For basically the Silver Raven meeting day.
So today's Friday.
Today is Oath Day. You guys
today is Oath Day.
Yeah,
Okay.
today's Oath Day. You guys actually haven't done your
Hold
Day
on,
3
I'm-
exploration
Well,
yet.
I'm still here for Oath Day. I'm
he's still
taking
here.
every other day.
Oh yeah, he's still here on Oath Day, so you guys actually haven't done your Day 3 exploration yet. You've been arguing about what to do.
Oh shit! Well then let's explore.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, which way do we go? Do we want to go east? Do we want to go west? It's like,
South. We should go
South.
south.
okay,
South,
South?
okay. Well,
South.
how about this? As we map this out, I'm going to be adding.
way down south in the land of cotton.
Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
oh jeez. As I add circular and chunks to this, like the area you've scanned, tell me which place, like which chunk you want to start from, and then which cardinal direction you want to explore from that chunk.
We should start from the hideout and go like I'm talking, like fucking. I want to go like down like this way.
All right, roll me a survival check.
All right, let me delete this line.
It's okay, but between sessions and whatnot, I'll clean up the explored area line.
All right, I've got nothing on survival. Who's got a bonus? Tim?
So far,
I'm
Tib'resh,
sorry.
so far,
Are we all
Tib'resh,
doing? Okay.
yeah, so far Tib'resh has been pretty good at the survival rolls.
Ah, okay.
That's Sugtok.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, wrong thing. Survival. Hey, nat 20.
Nice.
What's up, motherfucker? Do you know why I pulled you over today, son?
We just survived very well.
Like, it's our third day of wading through the shit. We're starting to get the hang of it.
Yeah. Yes.
We know where the rocks are to
Yes.
help us from
You,
sinking
you,
it.
you do get a slightly bigger chunk, as it were, but I remind you that there's basically nothing running under the park area.
That's fair. I was trying to see if there was like a grate or like
There-
an accent.
There are a significant number of entry points from the area under Lady Dokur's School for Girls, which is this building,
Okay.
which is the other.
There's a bunch of entry points there?
I wouldn't call them entry points. I would say like places where the sewer system, runs in from the bathrooms at the school.
Are there places we could get a boat in without getting noticed?
Did we discover any said places where we could get a boat?
Without getting noticed, no, because you would have to bring the boat into the school first,
Oh, okay.
and then flush it down the toilets.
Damn, that's a big shit.
There's no, like, big grates or big tubes or anything in the park?
None that you found, but you're exploring from the underside where there's basically no sewage under the park.
Fair.
Should we? I mean,
We go.
should we have a couple people explore the sewers while maybe one person on top kind of looks in the city for access points?
That's what you want to do on Fire Day. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna run that by the crew. Like, should we maybe have like Tib'resh kind of like walk around in the city above and like see if he can find any access points while me and Sugtok are underneath?
I mean, access points or not, we do also just need to know what's down there, and we need to find out how it gets access. How they were going in and out of the city, whether or not how it goes under. Because at some point, it's going to have to go under the wall, and that's really
That's fair, because that's what I'm trying to find something that gets us in past these fucking walls. Okay, so I'm going to run it by the crew. What do you guys think we should do? I'm not exactly throwing a vote for the 2 under, 1 above. I'm asking you guys' opinion. Oh, also, is Icar with us at night to discuss this, or is he like straight up at the house, like locked in, doing study stuff?
Come
I'm not gonna
curfew,
stay
he's
very
home.
long after curfew.
Yes, come curfew, he's home. Unless he says otherwise.
So he's with us before curfew. Nobody's. Wait, okay, Roger, what is your deal? What is your time frame?
Like, when exactly? The curfews are in the proclamations, right?
The curfews are not in the proclamations. The curfews are in the generic declaration of martial law, which is 9 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Okay. So my time frame is going to be like usually starting at 8 and then ending at like 6 if I'm going to be back at home in time. If you guys can be back.
Oh, so you've been coming with us on these excursions, and then you do
Every-
your studies at
every other day. So,
every other day. Okay.
Oaths Day, I was with you guys. Fire Day,
Which is today.
I'm on studies, and the day before Oaths Day, Wheel Day, I was on studies.
Okay. That puts it in perspective for me. Groovy. Okay. Well then, so if you were with us on Oaths Day, that means you're not with us on Fire Day.
Correct.
That's correct.
Okay. Cool. So I asked Sugtok and Tib'resh what we should do. Like we should come to an accord here.
I think Tib'resh has a decently analytical mind, pretty tuned for looking at this kind of thing. Tib'resh, could you use some fresh air, some time out of the sewers?
No, he loves sewers. Remember?
The sewer isn't my favorite place, but my objective is to be most helpful.
That is not my beer.
Would you care to look around the upper parts of the city for some entrance points that we might be missing from the bottom?
You want me to climb something and look out amongst the city? I mean,
I
yeah.
wouldn't say climb, maybe walk
Yeah.
through the streets and see if you see any interesting.
It also may be worth considering finding exits to sewers.
Yeah, like
most
somewhere
likely-
you could just like chuck a canoe into. You know what I mean?
That, Tib'resh, that may be good. If you can get to a high point and see a big outlet.
Knowing how most walled cities works, we would eject it outside of the walls somewhere. So I might actually try and sorry, Luke, real quick, how accessible would it be to walk around some of the walls of the city?
Define around the walls of the city.
Sorry, I see all of these parapets and different.
Yeah, usually the top of the walls are restricted to the guardsmen.
Walk
Okay.
around the inside of them, like walk along the wall.
Well, I won't be able to see the outer coastline, which is more than likely where any exits to the sewer would be.
Dylan, are you telling him to walk all along the watchtower?
Yes, sorry.
Sorry, too easy. Low-hanging fruit.
Just like Tim Ball.
So I could do something like, go on the outside of the walls and walk along the coastline, see if
Are
I'm
civilians allowed on the outside of the walls, like along the coastline?
Yeah.
I'm sure it wouldn't be. Yeah, and I can, it's not too bad. I can.
It's just under Thrune, you never know like what the fucking shit is, so I was just checking.
My idea is I get enough stuff for a day or two of hiking through, because I don't know how far it'll be, but I look for an entrance into the sewers from the outside and connect it back and map it.
All right.
So yeah, that would be my suggestion. Try and go on the outside of the walls, try and find an entrance to the sewers and map it back. Or maybe I could go, since we have this.
Tib'resh, pack enough for what you think one day will be that you can go out and come back, because on the following day we'll have Icar with us, but for now we're a 3 out of a 4-man squad. So if me and Garrett are going to be in the sewers and you're on the outside, if me and Garrett get attacked,
It's too late anyways. If we get attacked, we gotta figure it out.
No. Wow, I just farted and boy is that bad.
Yeah, that's important to what we're doing right now.
We live in the sewers, it doesn't matter. Oh my god.
Turtle
It's just
power.
ambient setting. There's really method acting right now.
No, it's bad.
So we go. Yeah, we're gonna go and do that.
All right, so me and Sugtok are exploring sewers, and Tib'resh is walking.
Okay. Tib'resh, from the hideout, show me your route.
Let's go. Let's see. It would more than likely be directed out towards the river, so I'm going to. Sorry, didn't switch over to the thing. There we go. I'm gonna go down the main road here. Find an exit around this area, and try and go around here. See if there's an exit to the sewer.
Okay. Now, are you going to be looking for this yourself, or are you going to be asking people, or what?
Ooh, I send Tim with Tib'resh,
Okay.
just in case Tim sees something that he doesn't.
I won't be able to communicate with Tim.
You don't have to. Tim knows what you're doing,
Okay,
and he'll holler.
remember,
if you miss
Tim
it.
the Hawk is sentient. He's stupider than the average person, but he's still capable of sentient thought.
Yeah, he's not just a regular hawk. I give you my blessing. I whisper into Tim's ear, like, help this man find something that looks like, a grate or an exit, and that's what I send him with.
Or, well, no, that is a fair point. Do I know where any architects or city engineers would be, or is there? Oh man, I'd probably have to deal with some big
Knowledge local.
city people. Yeah, knowledge local. I have nothing for that, so. Dang, fail that. Okay, I have
Nope, you have no idea where you would find
Jesus
that.
Christ! Tim.
It's not it's not the lowest roll we've had.
Tim
this
trips
campaign.
and falls into the abyss.
But it has to be the lowest. You literally can't roll lower than that.
Yeah, you
No,
can. You rolled a
as
zero.
Roger
You
discovered,
rolled
you
a
can get
zero
a
on
zero.
damage. Remember?
You can, in fact, get a 0.
Oh wait, not for damage. Yeah, Sugtok rolled zeros on some of his attack rolls because his hoofs.
Oh, that was Sugtok.
had
Okay.
negative penalties.
So yeah, I'm gonna.
Fair.
Sorry, I'm going to.
-5.
I don't know. I guess I could ask some people, but I was just planning on looking with my eyeballs. I'm a very simple man.
And my hawk, he's with you. And he
Man.
knows. I gave him a vague idea of what he's looking for. I told him to look for water runoff, just like water coming out of areas on the walls. Because if you're on a cliff, you obviously are not going to be able to completely look over.
Oh, you know what I could do actually? While I'm on this road, I could head towards the docks. I'm sure one of the guys on the docks in this area would be able to tell me where he knows of the sewer runoff as he leaves the port. So yeah, I'm gonna head to the docks and find someone to find a sailor to ask.
Roll diplomacy.
All right. I have no.
Are you outer
There's,
wall or inner wall right now?
He's at the harbor area.
But inside or outside the wall? Sorry.
If you want to get technical, the harbor's this span here is technically considered inside the wall, but there's no walls there.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
12.
said water runoff.
What?
Huh?
You said you're
Sorry?
looking for anyone who knows water runoff.
Well, anyone who sees an exit, an opening from the sewer where it empties into the Ublis.
You find someone who says, "Yeah, I think there's a grate or two somewhere under these docks. It empties straight into the river because it flows this way. Carries off.
Oh, I thought it flowed the other way.
No, the ocean is up past this way.
Damn, I got perspective slashed 3 times tonight.
Well, just remember, there's a map of the region off to the right of the map.
I can scroll to the fucking. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. A couple of copper for your information.
Right. Thank you very much, sir.
just ask this guy if he knows where the nearest shithole is, and he knows, and he earned money from that. I need to start learning things about the area.
You don't need to pay people shit.
Hey, fucking man, if you pay people, they won't turn you in, usually if they're fucking workers.
Well, this is one of the closest entrances that I know. I'm tempted to see if I can find my way back, but I'm very scared.
Well, remember he said that there were some under there. He didn't specifically tell you where they were. If you wanted to hop in the water and start looking for them.
Well, you can also fucking talk to Tim and ask Tim to kind of look around for what I told him.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna try and do that. I'm gonna turn to Tim and say, "Hey, Tim, would you mind taking a look under these docks? Just flit about, see if you see any smelly openings." Yeah, that's where I need to go. Unfortunately, so
My
just
mind link with Tim feels happy because I know he likes you.
So I asked him to go and see if he can find the nearest entrance to the sewers.
I feel a rush of adrenaline, but in a good way.
In answer to your question, Garrett, yes, he would need a specific feat for it. He would need to know the correct mechanical or magical thing to make it happen, and a shitload of money.
Define a shitload.
Thousands.
Am I going to
and
be able to like
thousands of
warg
gold.
into my hawk later?
What?
No.
No, not in this edition. That's a 5th edition thing.
Isn't this 5th edition?
No, this is
No.
This is basically 3.5.
Oh, we're okay.
This is Pathfinder. This isn't D&D at all.
Oh, this isn't. Yeah.
This is Pathfinder 1st edition, which is basically D&D 3.75. But Tim's flying around below the piers and everything, which is a little bit weird for him. He catches a fish while he's down there and snacks on it a bit. But Tim does actually need to roll. Okay, let me look at his stats.
Come on, Tim the Hawk.
Actually, no. Fuck. I'm just gonna roll through it. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Skills.
I'm really glad I chose a hawk and not a fucking wand.
What the fuck? That's right. I forgot that.
I really wanted to. I had rolled up a.
Wow.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I forgot that your hawk has a plus 14 on perception.
Yeah, my hawk
Dude.
gets plus 14 on perception. That's the whole reason I chose the hawk.
Jeez, I forgot about that. Woo.
Who
Yeah,
could
even
be
if you
a
roll a 1, that's
mile
still
away?
15, baby.
Tim
But
the
I'll
Hawk.
take a 25.
I mean, that makes sense though, because like Tim the Hawk would have to see little field mice and be able to swoop down
Mhm.
like 30
Yeah,
miles
I know.
per perception.
If I could have, if an owl was a choice, I would have chosen an owl as well.
I have
'cause those
added
motherfuckers
a
trash.
red X to the harbor area, which is basically in that area at river level underneath the docks. There appears to be an outflow grate that's probably about the size of the Stargate.
So enough for boats to fit through.
Yeah,
We're talking like Stargate from the show.
and the movie, but yes.
We're level
Although only like the top half of it is like above water level, but it is
So you wouldn't be
It
able
is
to
still-
take a sailed vessel into there. It would have to
correct.
be a road
It
vessel.
is still barred.
Yeah, fuck it. We can get rid of bars, but now we know where it is. But so Tim saw that, right? Not Tib'resh.
Correct.
So
Tim
That-
Tim flies back to Tib'resh and goes, "Gah! Gah!" He's like, "Gah! Gah!
oh, so he's motioning. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
This way, you idiot!"
I'm gonna hop down under the docks and find the point where Tim is indicating and make note of it.
Are you being sneaky about this?
Middle of the day, right? He's not allowed to jump into the water.
It's a busy
It's
harbor.
Shitwater.
It is
Oh,
busy
shit.
harbor.
And Thrune is watching the docks.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah,
no,
remember, there's a new proclamation about that. Ship's captains.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I'm gonna read through these. Where are these proclamations again?
It's in the journal.
Information tab.
I'm gonna try. Yeah. I'm gonna do a stealth check because I have a decent amount of stealth.
Is it in lore?
Oh, no, not that tab. You want the
Little thing
journal
that's
tab.
the chat bunker.
Yeah, you want the journal
It's
tab. It looks like a
next to the
newspaper.
Circle I.
Oh, I found him. Thank you.
Yeah, it's not the circle I.
No, I found it. I found it.
Yeah, the circle I is the compendium for game rules. The journal is the things I throw up.
Since I'm sure the bird can't give me an indication of how large or what exactly it was it found, I have to make sure physically with my own eyes that
I don't
it's there.
like that they're collecting feral animals.
I'm gonna try and sneak down. Excuse me. I'm gonna try and get down under the dock subtly, so as not to arouse suspicion.
Roll stealth.
Dang.
Okay.
All non-native ships' captains must remain on board their ships and are barred from setting foot on land. Their crew and agents are free to go, but their actions are directly the responsibility of their captains. And any Jesus Christ! All right, so captains cannot leave their goddamn ships, and they are required to answer for the actions of their crewmates while on land.
Yeah,
wow.
I love that this is the third time you've been reminded this proclamation exists, and for the third time you've gone, Jesus shit, this is kind of severe.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Is this the one that the punishment is strangulation?
Squashation.
Squashation.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, so that's how sneaky you are, but Tim the Hawk is flying around down there and rests up on one of the pilings and basically right over the grate.
All right. Thank you very much, my little friend. Shh. And we're going to I'm going to.
I feel a sense of reprimand, and I'm like, what the fuck did Tib'resh just say to my hawk?
I'm going to note the crude location of it on my map and a relative idea of where it is according to the location of the docks.
Which is that X, but yes.
Yeah, and head back to my buddies.
Okay.
Let's get out of here, hockey boy.
Now, were Garrett or were Sugtok and I exploring while this was happening?
Yes, and I made the roll, so I need a survival check from one of the two of you.
Shit, I'll do it. Neither of us have the fucking bonus.
Yeah, I think we told the
All right, Garrett, aid me, because this might not go well. Oh, I'm going to aid you. All right. I aid you with not enough. Okay. I rolled a 3. It's not happening.
I got a 19 on my survival.
No, you got a 20, baby, with that +1, motherfucker.
Yeah, baby.
You get this area.
Okay, we're fucking branching out.
All right. That's your fire day. All right, so...
Yeah. Wait, so is it not going straight under that big grayish building?
The big one with all the circles on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Alabaster Academy, and that night when you're comparing your notes of the sewer, you're actually surprised that there's not more stuff underneath it.
Because how many students? Do I have to do like knowledge local or whatever? How many students?
You went to this school.
I went there.
Yeah, it's nowhere near capacity, but it is still. It's got a history. Its reputation was damaged when it turned out that Professor Mengvoon was the slasher. So.
Oh yeah, he was the dude that was killing all the people.
Yeah, so the academy never really recovered from that. So it's really only at about a third capacity, but that's still several hundred students.
Several hundred. Okay, so we're like, where the fuck do several hundred students poop go? If not, like, through the sewers.
Wait, are they all ghosts? Did they all get murdered?
There are still, like, sewer stuff there, but there's less than you think there'd be.
Well, yeah, because you'd expect it, because if that's a third, then you'd expect a couple thousand students and a couple thousand students worth of plumbing, right? Like sewer stuff.
That's what.
So we're surprised
that
it's
what you
not
would
there.
expect. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Damn.
Okay. It is now Star Day, and the first thing that happens before any sort of thing happens is it's rebellion time.
Ooh.
So we're gonna run through this rebellion stuff, and then we're gonna call it because we've got 14 minutes before we reach our deadline. So let's scroll on down here, and the first thing I need to do.
I'm allowed to deposit as much gold as I want into the treasury, right?
At step 5 during the upkeep phase,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
The first thing I need to do is update this population count
If you take off 4 people, I'm gonna be fucking bummed.
No! Oh, I'm sorry. I only took off 3. You saved the 4th one.
Yeah, that's right. My bad.
Wait, which people?
The population count. The 3 people that the Tooth Fairies murdered.
Oh. Well,
Okay.
wait, but the people we slaughtered, the 4 we slaughtered, don't count.
Fuck them.
The
Nah,
Shellix youth.
how
You mean
about this?
the red gels?
The adventurers tell me who counts and who doesn't.
Okay. Oh yeah.
But the first thing that happens is, because of your actions over the past week of just absolute insanity that you've done,
Oh no.
you guys have gained 11 supporters. So your supporters are now.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say notoriety. I was like,
Yeah.
Oh.
11.
Well, your notoriety is 4, and you also, fought some of the red Jills in the street where people could see. So that went up by, and I rolled, and that went up by 3. So your notoriety is at 7 now.
But we have now 14 supporters.
Yes. Well, here's the first thing. The first thing that happens during the upkeep phase is supporter attrition, which means that I need a DC 10 loyalty check. And
DC 10.
yeah, you guys need to make a loyalty check, and it needs to be 10.
What is
Straight
DC
D20.
10?
Difficulty class.
So roll a D20.
Okay, yes. So someone roll me a d20 and add the loyalty bonus to it. And by the way, Tib'resh, are you keeping your +2 on loyalty so that you're even across the board?
Yeah.
Okay. So who wants to make this check? And also, I haven't heard Roger in a while. Is he still here?
Yeah, sorry, I had to miss
Okay.
something.
Just making sure.
Loyalty.
I can do it.
I've got a +4.
No,
This is the
not-
organization. It doesn't matter who rolls it.
Okay.
Oh no.
We lost.
I'll do secrecy stuff. Loyalty is up to
No,
somebody.
we already. It was a straight DC for.
He rolled it.
Fresh. You rolled a 2. That's okay. I rolled a 2 last week.
Yeah. It's you guys are not having fun time, so I'll roll what you guys lose here. Okay, you guys are
Everything.
you guys are lucky. I rolled 2 1s. So on a fail, you lose 2d4 plus your current rank. So you only lose 3 supporters.
Okay.
We might have
Alright.
actually lost more. We had a better chance of losing
All right.
more.
Next time Luke asks us to roll
Yeah,
something for
like
the
it's-
organization, we fucking talk about it. Don't just fucking do it. All right.
All right. Okay.
It doesn't matter. It's a straight roll.
Okay.
I don't know,
It's
man.
all-
Tim's pretty unlucky
Okay.
when it comes to fucking
All right.
rebellion stuff.
Notoriety maximum. This is where
I rolled and failed last week.
your notoriety is 7, but Rex's ability reduces it by 1 at the start of every week. So your notoriety is down to
Beautiful.
6. Step 3.
Good.
Your treasury is fine.
No. Wait. Oh, I can't do. Okay, my bad.
Step 4. This is the part where I apply any necessary bits on to increase your rank based on how many supporters you have.
And I believe we have enough to rank.
Yes, rank 2 is 10 to 14, so you guys have ranked up.
Nice.
You're now at rank 2, which means that your minimum treasury has increased to 20. So if it falls below that, you're in the red.
Okay.
And
It's got 85 total in it right now.
yes.
Huh.
Your security, since security is your focus, your base check has increased by 1.
Okay.
The boon that each of you get for hitting rank 2, you each get a free skill rank to put in any skill you want, so long as the maximum remains. That you can't have more ranks in the skill than you have player levels, but you get a free skill rank to put wherever you want.
Oh damn! Fucking handle animal, baby.
And also,
That's handle animals. Also, my absolute best skill, Flickie.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Me and
Like
my
if we
hawk,
ever meet a pig, we are so.
we're gonna be like, we will handle you.
and
I'll handle the shit out of
you
pig.
guys,
I bet
and now
you
you guys
poor
have
motherfucker.
2 rebellion actions available per turn.
Ooh.
Which means that you have the one that you can use to officially recruit Forvian and his men, and then you still got 1 to go to use.
Let's recruit Forvian. That has to
Oh,
happen.
hold on a second. Step 5 on upkeep is the treasury thing. You can now add or take however much you want from the treasury.
Okay. I donate 87 gold pieces to the treasury.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm just going to keep this for math. Hold on. So Flickie's putting in 87. Is anyone putting in anything else?
I'll put in 53. That'll put us at 140.
All right. Anybody else?
I can put in 10. I don't have that much gold.
All right. Icar.
Let me get a pencil.
I'll put in 21.
I love how we're all like rounding to even numbers.
I'm just trying to get it to an equal. You said 7, so I went with 3.
Okay.
Well,
So
because I had 337, and I was
Yep.
like, I'm just gonna take it down to 250. 260? Wait.
I know you guys gave me a bunch of funky numbers. Hold on.
Was 140 with me and Dillon.
All right. So you're at 256
Is that added to our 85?
grand total.
Okay, 256 total.
All right.
Did you include Icar's contribution?
Yes, I did.
What's our threshold for
20.
20.
Okay.
And you guys will hit rank 3 at 15 supporters.
Fuck! We almost had 15, but we lost him.
Yeah, let's use recruit team to get the guy, and then recruit.
Well, no, let's talk about the second action. We should recruit team for fucking 4vian, but then what should we do for the second action?
Well, while you guys are busy doing that, I'm gonna add his shit. Who's gonna manage them?
Are they like a secretive type deal that would go along with Spy Master?
They are a group of freedom fighters.
Freedom fighters. They should probably go with Tib'resh for management for Sentinel.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I don't mind running them. Freedom fighters.
How many teams are you allowed to manage?
Equal to your charisma modifier.
And the bonus they get is also your charisma modifier?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Okay.
rough.
I'll go ahead and manage them then.
All right.
Yeah,
So
they
my
don't,
charisma's
they don't
pretty
get more
high.
from me.
That's fair.
All right. What's your charisma modifier there, Icar?
It's +3 at the moment.
Okay.
Because Tib'resh, what's your charisma modifier?
1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, I see something that says activate black market.
Yes.
We can't use it yet.
Again, the teams that you have determine the actions you can take. Crow's men do not count as a bonus team. And as a group of freedom fighters, the only thing they grant from the word go is, let me find that. Freedom fighters, they grant the reduce danger action.
Yo, I want to roll for fucking recruit supporters. I want to do this. Is everyone? Can we get behind that, or does someone want to do something else? Because
I've already rolled for one of these.
I get another bonus to rolling it, but if you really want to.
okay.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna try. It's a D20, correct?
D20 plus whatever your loyalty bonus is, plus 2 because of Laria.
So +2 plus my loyalty bonus. Where's my loyalty bonus?
Your loyalty bonus is 6 because that's the
Oh shit! So I get a +8 to this roll.
Yeah, but hold on a second. Let me find the action before you roll anything.
Wait, hang on, Luke. The loyalty bonus that I did at the beginning should have been +2 additional. I don't think that makes a difference.
It's already been factored in. If you look at the organization
Okay.
check, that's what the +2 other with the asterisk. With the little thing that says Tibresh's +2 bonus is denoted by asterisk.
And that is also including
Dylan,
Liara's.
before you roll anything, let me make sure you know what we're doing here.
Sorry, I misread that.
Laria's is only to recruit supporters.
To recruit.
You can only make this check once, and by spending an amount of gold equal to the minimum treasury value, so 20 at this point, you can attempt to recruit additional supporters. To do so, you make the loyalty check. The DC of this check is equal to 10 plus your rank, so in this case, 12. On a successful check, you will increase your supporters by 2d6 plus any bonuses granted by recruiter officers, which you don't have right now. If you roll a natural 1, you don't automatically fail, but your notoriety increases.
Okay, so I get a +8 on the roll. If the roll succeeds,
Basically,
then
if you roll a 4 or higher, you succeed.
a 4.
4
4
plus
or
8 is
higher.
12. 4 plus 8 is 12.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
So would it be 12?
Motherfucking shit! I just rolled a fucking 27.
Okay, so you successfully gain... Give me 2d6 here.
Yeah, you do the.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What happened?
2 6s, max followers.
No, a 6 and a 5. You get 11 more supporters.
That almost doubled our ranks.
But
Literally doubled our ranks.
But you don't rank up until the beginning of the next week's
That's
thing
fair.
because you got
That's
because
fair.
if the supporters
That's
run
an
away
extra-
again and it
extra-
drops below. But if you guys, yeah, because that's the way. Jesus fish. Okay, so that cost you 20 gold from the treasury, so that's down to
Hey man, that's why I donated 87.
Yes,
So
but
I threw him
that's
53.
how that's supposed to happen. All right, and that's your thing.
Something
And,
revolution
Flickie.
here.
and now here's the fun.
Oh, yeah, man.
And now here's the fun thing because I only have a couple minutes left. Down there in the underneath all the available actions, there's the fun little thing that says events.
Yes, it's
Uh-huh.
the event phase.
Yes, and I rolled and set this up beforehand because it was at 48% and I rolled under that, so the event happens. And the event that I rolled was the invasion event.
Oh no.
Let me explain that to you, gentlemen.
Oh, it's gonna be a good start next time.
Oh yeah, you guys are going to be starting with combat. That's how that works.
Woohoo!
Here's the text, and again, all of this is in the the player's guide. A dangerous creature has invaded. The GM rolls or selects a wandering monster from the encounter tables available to me in the adventures, and you must step in to fight this intruder. The location in which the invasion occurs is selected by the GM. You guys are lucky; it's happening in the Lake of the Wasp Nest.
Okay.
If you choose not to deal with the invader,
It's gonna be one of those fuckers.
if you guys choose to not personally handle the situation, the Silver Raven teams can step in and handle it themselves. But in doing so, 1d4 randomly determined teams are permanently lost, and 1d4 randomly determined teams are disabled.
Nope,
And-
sounds like we gotta do it.
And if you guys don't step in to do it yourself, the rebellion gains a persistent low morale event.
Looks like we're fighting a monster next time, boys.
Sorry, made a joke at my.
Damn, I'm glad I rolled a 19 plus 8, man. Jesus Christ.
Dude, that was, and I'm glad he rolled a 5 and a 6 for our followers because that literally doubled our ranks in a roll. Like
Oh, no,
that's the
no,
only
no.
time that can ever happen.
Just remember that your supporters is not the amount of the Silver Ravens. The Silver Ravens have actually increased to 16 members because of the 6 members of Crow's men.
Right.
So there's 16 Silver Ravens, and you've got 22 followers on Twitter, is basically what that's like.
Yeah,
They
there's 16
put in-
people that are throwing their coin and their hat in the ring for us to take down the Thrune.
Yeah. Yes, and guys, the
11 to 897.
and guys, the reduced danger action that the Freedom Fighters allow is a successful DC 15 security check will reduce Kintargo's danger rating by 5 to a minimum of 0 for the following week, including for the event that's rolled during the event phase. Kintargo naturally has a danger rating of 20, and that danger rating is added to every roll that I make on the random encounter table and every roll that I
Oh
make.
shit, so they help us chalk up to not getting attacked in the sewers and stuff?
No, the percent chance of things attacking you in the sewer doesn't change.
We
But
gotta,
the percentage
oh,
of
you
whatever.
mean overall cities?
let's chat more next week. I gotta shut my computer down. We got big work next week.
All right. Well, the last thing I'm going to do is give XP, and then everybody can go.
Yeah.
All right. So,
We were at 3,400.
okay, for laying the body of the Tooth Fairy's victim to rest, for officially recruiting Crow's men, and for kicking the ass of those red Jills, you guys get. Hold on, doing math. 500 experience tonight.
3,900. That's not bad, dude. We're clear on our way.
All right. But yeah, reducing the danger thing means that I roll lower. The percent chance of an attack happening stays the same, but there's a percentage list of what you fight if I roll higher on the list. You want me to roll lower because the dangerous things are bigger numbers.
Yeah.
So I rolled for the creature you're going to fight at the beginning of the next encounter or session, and the danger rating also affects the events that I roll.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
And I'm going to let you know, 4 of the 5 good events that are good for you are below 20% on the events list, so you need to reduce danger if you want to get the beneficial events.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Well, awesome. This was awesome, you guys. Lots of really good role playing this time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, this was very good. This was a solid ass
This
session.
was a
man.
great session.
I'm happy to
What
provide.
it's about. Yeah, thank you, man. The voices and the characters and the depth of all this between you and Icar.
Yeah, that shit
Pretty
really was
confident.
nuts, dude.
I'm excited to rewatch this. Like, I actually want to watch the YouTube of this one after it's out,
Oh.
so I can watch all of us going.
I'll let you guys know when I have 6 up. I'll also let you know when I finally finish 5. Jesus Christ!
Great.
Six
No,
already?
yeah.
All right.
It's Christmas time, but we'll catch y'all later.
All right, dudes. I
Merry
will
Christmas
see
and
you
a
guys.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes,
Hi,
yes.
Merry Christmas. Happy
Merry
New Year.
Christmas! I give you
Merry
11
Christmas.
supporters for the rebellion.
Have a good night, you guys. This was a blast.
Hell yeah.
See you guys in a couple weeks.
Night, dudes.